Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here. Hopefully, your favorite official content creator for the First Descendant, and today we are gonna have some fun going through the patch notes first. Season 1 is looking pretty hyped, alright? So I'm going to, well, I'll have my game on in the background, but basically, we're gonna talk about Season 1, we're gonna talk about all the stuff that's in there, and we shall have a good time. Alright, so please do look forward to it. Do take note that as we go through the patch notes, that what you'll be seeing is a bit of a difference. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my original page. There we go. I'm gonna have to shift this window over now. Okay, that'll work. But yes, hello everybody. All right. Let me share the stream first, and then we'll talk about it. So let's go. Now in the meantime, I'm also going to start my little poll here. Okay. There we go. All right. Now you guys can vote. Jakoe, big fan. Good. Then I hope to see you at every stream forever. Okay, there we go. Placing the pinned message. And our poll is off to a fantastic start with 7 votes, all 100% positive. So this is looking good. We'll be looking through the patch notes together shortly. So yeah, what I can tell you though is that there are 0 nerfs. All right. And if anyone is wiped or not hyped for the patch, do let us know why. All right. Tell us in the comments and let everybody tear you to pieces. Nah, nobody's gonna tear you to pieces. But if you're really not hyped, tell us. Hello, Raging Dragon. All right. So while the votes are tallied and continue to come in, we are going to carry on. So let's actually talk about what's inside the patch. Now, for those of you that don't know, Season 1 arrives on the 29th of August, and they have released the patch notes a little bit early. Well, while this is not the exact patch notes, this is more of a dev note that explains what is coming in Season 1 and you know, why it's coming, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go through that. Well, I mean, the season hasn't started yet, MZ. It's still the last week of the preseason, so do be aware of that. Okay. So, Corell's Legion retreated, and now they're coming back with even more powerful weapons. The First Descendant Season 1 update Invasion features a new episode along with new invasion events. There will be a new Descendant, Haley, Ultimate Freyna, Ultimate Weapons, new Intercept Battle, Deathstalker, and a season-exclusive progression system called the Inversion Reinforcement. So take note that the Inversion Reinforcement will only last for the season. It will go away after the season. So yeah. Why do you care about what they have to say, Brave? Who cares about them? I don't pay attention to that. Because there's no sense in talking about it. If you talk about it, it gives them validity. It makes them feel like their point is valid. Let them talk. Let them keep yapping. Who cares? You should never ever give that currency. So don't talk about it. Pretend it doesn't exist. So yeah, 29th August is when the season drops. There'll be a new variety of challenges, rewards, etc., so on and so forth. Okay, so the First Descendant is planning to provide seasonal updates. This is the director's comment. And the invasion is the first step of the journey. They'll explore the secrets of the Descendants and unravel the story of Ingress as they journey through the seasons. There'll be new weapons coming, new Descendants to join the war, and Descendants will over time become more powerful. Of course, the seasons will progress in a way that preserves the progression of your Descendants and your collectibles. So take note that one thing which they don't want to do is that they've already said that there's going to be a no nerf policy, all right? but they also want to ensure that progression is preserved. All right, so there won't be any seasonal wipes or things like that. There's none of that rubbish here, but there are temporary seasonal systems. Be aware of that. That's the difference. All right, the temporary seasonal changes are going to be little things along the way that will alter, you know, how we play through the seasons and also how our Descendants feel in each season. For those of you that come from ARPG games, you know, for those of you that play through ARPG games, I think you'll understand the seasonal system because games like Diablo have had something like that for a very long time. So think of it exactly like that, and yeah, there you go. Kyle is bugged. I don't know anything about that. If you genuinely think he's bugged, you can send feedback to First Descendant, but he was never nerfed. If you ever use the word nerf, all right, Kyle was never nerfed. They fixed a bug that occurred with him. If you use the word nerf, I will have to remove your comment and remove you from the stream. Please be aware of that, DeAndre. We only use the correct terms. There have never been any nerfs in the First Descendant. So please do not talk like that, or as an official creator, again, misinformation is the one thing I will combat. All right? So I will exit you. If you want to stay in this space, do not use incorrect terminology. You know this. All right? I've mentioned that multiple times. Now there. Yes, we are going to get it next week, is on the 29th of August, as stated in the patch notes. If you guys have not seen it, please do, well, sorry, not the patch notes, the dev note. Please do check out the dev note. I've also mentioned it in my video about Season 1. And there'll be another video coming tomorrow where I'll talk about this again. Well, D3 and D4 are ARPGs. They have seasonal progression systems, but they also have wipes. This game does not have wipes, okay? Please be aware of that. This is not an ARPG, all right? People who have come from ARPGs, you gotta take the ARPG mindset, throw it in the bin, along with Blizzard where it belongs, okay? ARPGs are very different from looter shooters. Looter shooters are completely their own genre, and looter shooters have certain standards. Looter shooters do not do seasonal wipes, all right? This is gonna be very silly because if you literally have seasonal wipes, then you have to grind every Descendant again from the beginning. Nobody's gonna fly for that, especially because of how random drop rates can be. People are gonna throw this game in the bin faster than, you know, they would abandon other games. So yeah, as long as that's the case, Steven, because again, we have to talk about information only, information that is true only, because I have to combat misinformation at every step as an official creator. So be careful of your jokes as well. In that case, DeAndre, talk about those bugs by sending the feedback directly to the First Descendant. You can send it feedback on the official Discord, or you can do so in social media. They will always take a look at that. So please make sure that if you have any feedback about bugs or things like that, go ahead and feed it back. Talking about it here will not help, because as far as I'm aware, there are no bugs for Kyle and there are no nerfs to Kyle. All right. And of course, there goes the troll. Goodbye. Top of the morning to everybody. It's a good day to see you all. Yeah. All right. Now, Karel's new weapon, basically, Amon, the way the storyline is going to go is that Amon has, you know, started these invasion things, and there is a defense system built with different mechanisms for each of the legions. So Order of Truth, Legion of Immortality, Legion of Darkness. Each of these ones will have different puzzles, routes, strategies from the normal dungeons. However, take note about one thing. These dungeons, these invasion dungeons, will be solo operations. They are solo challenges. Now, I think that one of the biggest feedbacks that I can give is that we should be able to play these with other people, because beating these dungeons, you know, if we cannot do them with other people, might dissuade people who have friends from playing. So I would hope that the invasions will allow for some level of team play or party play, because ultimately this is an MMORPG. So if they're going to be entirely and strictly solo, then that is not going to be very fun. Especially because they did show an entire team, Izamo, Luna, Kyle, and whatnot, in the trailer going into the dungeon. So we'll have to see what they mean by solo challenges. I think that what they're trying to say is that these will not have matchmaking. you will have to have a party for doing these, or you have to do them solo. You know, so this is quite important. This is quite important, and it is one of the things that I feel personally will need to be clarified when Season 1 actually drops. And of course, you can expect me to be in the Invasion Dungeons Day 1, so I can check them out and see how it goes. I think that that could be one of the ways that they can do it, Steven, but I'm also wary because the way that things are worded are pretty important. If these dungeons, this is an MMORPG, and what they want to do with the First Descendant is that they want this game to be successful as an MMORPG. Alright? So if they want this game to be successful as an MMORPG, then they must allow for group play at all times. There is no such thing as you can only have group play here. No, it must be group play at all times. So this is one of the things that I had a concern about, but we'll see when the actual season drops. Solo challenge, find a good group. Lol. Alright. So these things are definitely going to be very interesting. Alright, these invasion dungeons are something that I'm going to be looking forward to. But what I'm also going to talk about is the next Descendant, which is Haley Scott. I mean, it is an MMORPG for most of us. Alright. Once the guerrilla subunit, I mean, most of us have friends and most of us have communities, so for me it's rarely a solo game, except in the evenings when I like to play alone, because most of my friends are NA based anyway. Now, the new Descendant Haley, her first attack reminds me of the Mandalorian. She's got this little gun on her back, which allows her to go snipe these guys, which I think is really, really cool. This will instantly fire a cryo round that automatically tracks the enemy and inflicts cryo, which deals additional damage along with Haley's firearm damage. So this is actually going to be based on her gun. If you mod your gun correctly, this should actually do a lot of damage, and I have a feeling that this is going to be pretty badass. So do look forward to this, because this looks awesome. Fred, that is very sad. How do you people not have friends? Damn. Anyway, Haley is the newest member of the Descendant Corps. She can take out enemies from a distance with her anti-material sniper cannon. Take note, it's not a sniper rifle, it is a sniper cannon, and when you actually see the sniper cannon, it's pretty badass. She can also rapidly decrease her body temperature to spew chill when emotions run high. Alright? She is a fan of Viessa, but she's also a nice and warm-hearted person, so I'm looking forward to her voice. Okay, Storm Snare uses her unique weapon. Although it doesn't change her over to a unique weapon, she will summon it and absolutely blast them with a railgun blast. This is what we saw in the trailer. So it's a freezing beam that unleashes a chill vortex around me and knocks back enemies. It inflicts cryo on enemies that take damage. Very interesting. It seems to have two components. It seems to have a vortex component and then a shot component. So this is going to be very interesting as well. Chill plus tech most likely, I think. And for Cold Fury, this one is the opposite of Viessa's Ice Roads. So she'll be chilling herself, but increasing her firearms skill critical hit rate and firearm penetration. Alright? Penetration referring to how much it penetrates the enemy's defense, so I'm pretty sure it's going to ignore a portion of that, therefore increasing your overall damage. So this is going to be pretty cool. How long it goes for decreases her movement speed, so she's literally going to become quite stationary, but I mean, it sounds pretty badass, honestly. Movement speed going down is fine if you're taking on a boss or taking on a Colossi, especially for team play. Now, Alex, I understand, but yo, clean stream policy, okay? Just gonna remove that message. Please take note that as an official content creator for the First Descendant, I have to have a clean stream, alright? Comments that may be seen as excessively lewd cannot be allowed, so I do apologize for that, but I'm under contract here. Hello, Mike. Okay, Zenith will be her ultimate, where she will replace her unique weapon with an anti-material sniper cannon. Penetration of the anti-material sniper cannon and firearm attack greatly increase and deal additional chill skill damage. Recovers MP upon successfully attacking weak points and decreases the cooldown the more bullets you have remaining when the skill ends. Pretty interesting overall. So I really do like this. This is very nice. Okay. Hmm. I think this might have some interesting applications, especially since it's ultimately a unique weapon. We'll have to see how best we can improve upon this, but it's definitely going to be a good one. So we'll see whether or not it takes any traits. I mean, sharp precision shot won't be used with this one, that's for sure, because I don't think you can hold down the trigger, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right. The seasonal characteristic is called the Inversion Reinforcer for seasonal progression. All right. Inversion Reinforcement is a progression system that will only last for the season. You can learn the Inversion Reinforcement stuff by, I know they said effect, but what they mean is that basically you can earn the levels in your Inversion Reinforcement by using Ironheart particles, which can be earned by clearing invasion dungeons or being active in hard difficulty fields. So you do not need to only do invasion dungeons. No problem, Alex. Like I said, I understand. Just take note that at the end of the day, look, I have to run a clean stream, so please be aware of that. And the fact, coming back to that point, the fact that you can earn the Ironheart particles by being active in hard difficulty fields is a big boon, because basically for those that do not want to do the invasion dungeons, or who may not be able to do the invasion dungeons, you will actually be able to, you actually be able to earn the same seasonal progression. I don't want to call it currency, because this is not the currency. This is more like seasonal progression levels by going into hard missions. So that one's pretty good. There are going to be 5 different types of stuff. I already know that Hunt is going to be the first one for me. Because, well, it depends on the stats, but Hunt is probably going to be the first one for me, because if it improves the Descendants' basic stats, i.e. MP, HP, and all that kind of stuff, I would kind of want that. Yes, that is the Invasion Dungeon Versatile. And it will function similarly, Mike, but there's already unique weapons in this game that function... I would say it would function more like the unique weapons in this game, rather than drawing a comparison with another game, Mike, because that golden gun is not a good comparison. I know what you're talking about, but it's not a good comparison. I would say we'll have to compare it to the other unique weapons of the game and also see where it will draw its strength. Hey, Track. Yes, that is the new dungeon they've announced. So I look forward to seeing it. Again, one of the things that I want to see is team play in those dungeons, because they said it's a solo challenge, but I don't believe it's a solo challenge. I believe that they mean there'll be no matchmaking for it, I think. Okay, so the Hunt tree will allow you to improve your Descendants' basic statistics. Attribute improves your attribute resistance. Recovery improves the recovery. So this one's also going to be important for those builds that rely upon, say, MP recovery or things like that. Survival will receive a defensive buff that activates under certain conditions. And Season receives an effect that is useful for invasion dungeons. Now, what we're going to do is that you actually have to improve all of them, because there's a collection effect, all right? You can choose 3 of the effects that have been unlocked. When you unlock all 4 effects in a line, you automatically acquire the line's collection effect. Collection effects are passive effects that are always applied during the season. So you're still going to have to level up all of them to get the collection effect. And basically, once you unlock all the Inversion Reinforcement effects, you can utilize 3 selected effects of any of these trees, most likely, and then 5 collection effects from each of the lines in battle. So you get to pick 3, and then you can go in and go smash. Hunt might be the most useful, but we'll have to actually see what is actually in the game, because what does Hunt increase? For example, when they say basic stats, do they just mean HP and defense? Or could they mean skill power? Could they mean firearm attack? Because I know Glay will use both. So we do have to think about these kinds of things. But honestly, I'm pretty pumped for the seasonal buff, and I want to see, what it'll actually do for us. So that one's a pretty interesting one for me. Now, Freyna's Awakening and Ultimate Freyna. All right. If you guys have read Freyna's lore, you know about the Room Zero trauma incident. We're going to get to see that entire storyline. So it's going to be very interesting. You'll explore the inner mind of poor, sad Freyna. Look at her expression. I love her suffering. Just look at that. Her suffering is delicious. All right. There are also going to be exclusive modification modules from her for the Ultimate Freyna, FYI. So Ultimate Freyna is going to have her own unique Transcendent modules, same as all the other Ultimates in the game. So do look forward to that. They haven't said what they are, but I'm looking forward to checking them out. And future Ultimate Descendants will be added with seasonal updates as the Descendants stories and First Descendants lore expands. After Season 1 Ultimate Freyna, the next update to Ultimate Descendants will launch sequentially, starting with the initial Descendants to join the core. Okay, so the next update to the Ultimate Descendants will launch sequentially. So Haley will be a very safe investment. Haley and Luna will be safe investments because they're not going to get, they're literally not going to get ultimates until much later down the line. So yes, the next few ultimates will be all sequential in nature. So look forward to that. Yeah? Now, in terms of the new ultimate weapons, there's going to be the Excava. The Excava is this is an assault rifle. Basically, it will be acquired as part of the battle pass, so kind of like Sigvor's Proof. They have not indicated if Sigvor's Proof is going to be inserted into gameplay, but I think we'll see that in the patch notes. Take note that this is just dev note, not the patch notes, but the Excava will be acquired as a battle pass reward, and it charges voltage when attacking enemies, and then you can use the charge voltage to fire energy grenades. So this is a pretty interesting weapon. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do it. Frost Watcher, which will be acquirable through gameplay. This is a scout rifle that reduces the enemy's chill resistance and increases chill skill damage each time you hit the enemy at long range. I don't know what they mean by long range. They'll have to decide, but it seems to be they say it's the perfect weapon for Viessa or Haley, but Viessa already has the Blue Beetle. So how's this gonna play out? We'll have to see. Okay. Alex, not sure what you mean by that. Ultimate Freyna is in Season 1. Anyway, the next Colossi that'll be coming is the Deathstalker, so that's the one we saw in the trailer. The Deathstalker is supposedly extremely powerful. We get 2 new weapons, Malcolm, 2 new weapons. No, it's not more skins for ultimates that we already have. It'll be, what they're talking about is new ultimates coming in. And the new ultimates will follow the sequential order. So most likely after Freyna, it's going to be like Blair or Sharon or whatever. Basically all the Descendants that were released in initial order. Izumo, Yujin, and Enzo will be one of the tail end ones. Then Luna and Haley. So as it goes, they'll just add the ultimates along the way. Okay, so now, alright, here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. Ultimate Freyna will not be dropped on the release of Season 1, okay? So if you're talking about this part, Ultimate Freyna is not coming at the start of Season 1. So I'm gonna go through the roadmap shortly, alright? But before that, let's talk about the highest difficulty infiltration operation and ETA 0. Alright? In Season 1, the highest difficulty of the infiltration operations will be added. It's a proving ground to test and polish your optimized builds. Form a team or challenge yourself to more difficult infiltration operations in public matchmaking. Prove the strength of the Descendants and acquire loot that can only be obtained in more difficult infiltration operations. Alright? Along with this, a mysterious merchant, ETA 0, visits Albion. Every time he visits, think Zer from Destiny 2, he shows up with a variety of products that can be purchased with exclusive currency. With each visit, he brings different products. Since he visits Albion with blueprints for Descendants and ultimate weapons and occasionally hard to find consumables, don't miss out on visiting ETA 0. Take note that ETA 0 will bring blueprints for Descendants and ultimate weapons. So do take note that perhaps some ultimate weapons that you cannot acquire through gameplay, alright, you can actually, you know, go to this guy and probably acquire some of the stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be, yep, he's probably going to have a new currency, which I think will be acquirable only from the more difficult infiltration operations. So we'll have to look and see what kind of infiltration operations they're going to drop on us, and you know how it's gonna play out, how it's gonna feel, all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to this. So this one they haven't given full details on, but we'll find out as the season progresses. I think it's too soon to have the mechanic develop, my friend. So yeah. The other thing that I want to talk about is the roadmap. So, okay. What Alex was referring to is that you are right. There is a sequential update here that you guys will have to take into account. So please be aware of the following. All right. First and foremost, on August 29th, we are going to get Haley and Haley's skins. All right. We're going to get Haley and Haley's skins. The Invasion Dungeon will be dropping, and the Inversion Reinforcement will be dropping on August 29th. What I recommend is please go and get the season pass straight away. Go and get Haley, farm Haley, buy up whatever skins you have, and start grinding the Inversion Reinforcement. Because on September 26th, which is the subsequent month, all right, a new intercept battle will happen. All right, this will be the Deathstalker. There will be a new ultimate weapon, the Frost Watcher. There will be new ultimate skins and ultimate Descendant exclusive spawn effects. So this one will be coming in the second update of the season. So we'll have to actually see what the new ultimate skins will be and what their pricing will be. So this is what Brave was talking about. If you were referencing this, then yes, they will potentially be having new ultimate skins. I'm not sure if they'll be for existing Descendants or, well, most likely they are going to be for existing Descendants, but we'll have to see which ones they are for. I'm not sure if all of them will be covered, but we'll have to see what kind of bundles they choose to release. And then Ultimate Freyna will be coming on October 30th. So on the Halloween update, we'll get Ultimate Freyna, her new modification modules, new modules for Haley, new ultimate modules, the highest difficulty infiltration operations, and ETA 0 will drop on October 30th. Please take note that ETA 0 will not be dropping as soon as the season starts. I did play Warframe a long time ago, but if you're asking me about anything in the last, like, I played it when it first came out and then never again, so don't make too many references to Warframe because I won't know stuff about there. But yes, the first and most important thing would be farm your reactors for Haley, focus on the invasion dungeons, inversion reinforcement, get all that sorted, and get your Excava weapon by grinding the season battle pass as much as you possibly can. Alright? By the time September 26th rolls about, you guys better be prepared for the Deathstalker. What they're doing here is they're giving you time to catalyze everything first, because their new catalyzation system will be applying, alright? This is the roadmap, but take note that there are some additional improvements that is not talked about here. There are some additional improvements you guys have to be aware of. First of all, Void Fragments. Okay, when it comes to Void Fragments, right? Void Fragments will grant enough Void Shards to use, if you play the Void Fragments on hard mode, you'll be able to use the Fusion Reactor once. So instead of having to play the hard mode Void Fragments 3 times, they are going to make it so that you will have enough Void Shards from doing just the one run to use the Fusion Reactor once. Consequently, the amount of Void Shards rewarded in special operations has also been increased. Additionally, Void Shards required for the Fusion Reactor have been consolidated into a single type. Now, the same type of Void Shards will drop from Void Fragments and Fusion Reactor within the same battlefield. What does this mean? Okay. Alright. For the Void Fragments, it doesn't mean that there's only going to be one type of Void Fragment. Please do not misunderstand that. What's going to happen is that the Fusion Reactors in each zone, alright, in fact, this is probably best if I show you guys live. Alright, so let me just show y'all. Okay. Let's take a look at Fortress for an example, right? This Void Fragment here requires Polymer and Organic Void Shards. Okay, from now on, it's only going to require one type, and it'll just be whatever is dropped in that same area. So for example, here in Fortress, in Frozen Valley, there's this one Void Fragment. If you do this Void Fragment once, you can use the reactor once, alright? So let's say you've got 10 Amorphous, you do the fragment 10 times, you can open up 10 right here. But this will only drop one type of fragment now. So this is going to be a change. Well, if you feel that way, you know, that's okay. And if you burnt yourself out, then please play other games. Like, honest to God, I've already said to everybody, you guys should be putting this game down. The fact that you burn yourself out is very, very sad. So, you know, please go ahead and leave. I don't mean for this to sound rude, but please actually go ahead and leave, because what is going to happen is that you need to refresh yourself. You need to take a month or two to refresh yourself. Whether this update brings you back or not, again, I don't mean to sound callous, but the devs and most of the content creators do not care, because what you need to do is refresh yourself. That is not something we can change, and that is not something any update will ever change. Okay? This is a grindy game. If you are not ready to grind, and if you burn yourself out in the grinding process, then this game is not for you. The leveling system and the upgrade system is actually consistent with a lot of ARPGs. Sorry, with a lot of looter shooters. Don't know why I said RPGs. So that system will not change. And if you like looter shooters, then you will like this. But if you do not, and you start to feel like this is a chore or this is a job, please put it down. Play something else. Refresh yourself. Play casually with your friends when you feel the itch to play. Because honest to God, yeah, this is a grindy game, and it's going to be a grindy game. It's going to remain a grindy game. That's exactly why we play this, because we like grindy games. So just to take note of that. That's not going to change. And Jay Voorhees, you've got no reason to play this game till October. That's okay. Enjoy. I mean, if you have no reason to play till October, okay, here's a thumb for you. I'll see you in October, because I will be here the entire way. But yeah, the Void Reactor change is a huge one, and it's really, really awesome, because I think that this is going to drastically change how people go and get the ultimate weapons and things like that. So farming Descendants, things like that, are going to be a lot better with this particular change. So I'm really happy with this one. They have reduced the grind, and I think it'll make Void Reactors a lot better for most people. Also give you a bit of a break, because getting the Amorphous itself is already difficult, and then having the Fragment grind ahead, it was just basically turning people off Void Reactors. And I myself preferred to just go fight bosses because they were a lot more interesting. But this change I do like, so I think this one's going to be pretty major, and I think it will actually help quite a bit. So this one I like, for sure. Okay, let's carry on. Next thing on the list is that... Okay, the last change is that the Void Fusion Reactor now requires Void Shards when using the reconstructed device rather than at the start of the mission. This adjustment ensures that Void Shards are not consumed if you accidentally enter the fusion reactor. But do you know what else this means? Do you know what else this means? This means that if your friends want to, help, if your friends want to help you, this is absolutely awesome. This is absolutely awesome. So my friends, like for example, some nights I would farm the Amorphous, and then Kaz would join in. Then I'd have to go and farm this stuff, with Kaz, and then because I don't want to consume her Void Shards for no reason. Void Shards will no longer be consumed. So this is going to be absolutely awesome, because now your friends can be like, oh yeah, you need some help with the Void Reactor? No problem, I'll come in there and smoke it with you. No need to sacrifice shards anymore. You can help your friends freely. So if you have no Amorphous to use the reconstruction device, you don't have to care about the fragments. So exactly, this is also really good for public play, because now randoms can help each other without avoiding the void reactor like the plague, Now. Okay. I want you guys to stop the negativity in chat. Look, if people want to take a break till October, let them. We need to be big-hearted here. We need to be big-hearted, okay? And look, let's focus on the positives. Let's focus on the positives, okay? Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna bring the window back. Let's focus on the positives here, okay? We should be talking about what we enjoy about this, Let's not have a go at each other, because that's not what we stand for here in the First Descendant. Whether people are done till August or not, it's okay. It's okay. And in fact, guys, I will say it again. Now, Jay, okay, stop. When I say stop, everybody stops, okay? Do not, if you act like children, I will put you in timeout. One thing which I've said again, and I will state it very clearly, and I will state my position here. You don't have to defend the game. You don't have to call people entitled casuals. You don't have to... If we combat negativity with negativity, are we really better than them? That's not what we're here to do. Let's focus on the positives. Those who want to enjoy should enjoy. And remember, those who want to take breaks should be allowed to take breaks. The directors themselves have already said this, and this is why I have the same stance. If people want to take a break or play a different game, they should not be playing this game. They should be allowed to take breaks. If they want to play Black Myth Wukong, let them. This is a long-term game. Mr. Ju Min Seok, the director himself, has said this is a long-term game. They aren't looking to trap their entire player base here. All right? They want their player base to be able to play another game and then come back and pick up the First Descendant when they feel that itch. Because the longevity of a game is not based on everybody logging in every day and going crazy. No, look at what happened to Helldivers 2. They had this whole big galactic war and it was fun for 2 months until the devs took all the fun away. And then people who were logging in just felt like, I don't want to log in anymore. And then they never came back. So we don't want the same thing to happen here. We want this game to be something where, okay, look, you want to play now? Good. And then when you're ready to play again later, we welcome you back. So no negativity. Let's keep this chat clean. Let's keep things good. All right. Let's make sure that we can enjoy each other's company, because look, and no shade, Jay, I completely understand where you're coming from. Like I said, if people are done until October, let them come back in October. We will welcome them with open arms, because this is a game. We are all playing for fun, except for me, it's a job. But I mean, for you guys, it's a game, right? So let's all chill and have fun. All right. This is the actual the mentality about it, Lucky, is because this is what the director has said. Professional content creators will always follow the directions of the company that they are working with. They know that I don't work for them, I work with them. So the director has already said, like the director literally said, take a break, because that's what you should be doing. If you are not taking breaks, then life is not healthy for you. So please be aware of that. People are just not happy with the fact that Ultimate Freyna is not coming day one. She's coming in the October update, which is about 2 months away. So people are crab walking. People are crab walking. So yeah, I'm locked into this game as well, Foxy, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna play Space Marine 2 when it drops. Okay, so just be aware of that. I'm going to play Space Marine 2 when it drops. You guys are gonna see me destroy heretics with the Thunderhammer, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna be playing every day. I'm going to be playing Space Marine 2 in the morning with my friends. Then in the evening, I'll be back on here. Then maybe in the morning again, Space Marine 2, evening back here. It's going to be that kind of thing. You know, please do look forward to it. Please do look forward to it, because that is what I plan on doing, you know, and that is what you are going to see, especially because I have early access to Space Marine 2. So you are literally going to see me judge heretics in the morning and then come farm gold in the evening, hang out with you guys, work on builds, stuff like that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Show us the crab walk again. Okay, so people are doing the crab walk right now. They're doing the crab walk right now. All right. Does that help? The Emperor protects. Yes, exactly. So guys, please take breaks. Please refresh yourself. All right. Now, if you're addicted like me, that's okay. But if you're not addicted like me, even my girl Kaz, she's going to be going and playing Disney Dreamlight Valley later. She's not going to be on farming with me, but it doesn't mean we can't hang out together. So encourage your friends to take breaks. Let your friends take breaks. Don't say, oh, come on, bro, you gotta play this game with me, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, let your friend take a break. When he's ready, he's gonna come back, all right? Can we have a robot crab walk emote? I'm sorry, but that's the animated emotes are not allowed on YouTube right now, at least as far as I'm aware, and I don't think I can hire anyone to make a crab walk emote. How do I have the sanity and control to do this every day as a pro? I wake up in the morning, I love my job, and I hate life. So that pretty much works out for me. That's why you have no friends. That's just sad, bro. Come on, you gotta get out there and get some friends. Anyway, let's move on to the next section. Oh, you play Disney Dreamlight Valley too? Nice, Foxy. No problem, 49ers. I'm looking forward to building some more stuff. Okay, hard infiltration operation improvements. Random options will be replaced with preset selections. The presets offer 3 options: 0%, 125%, and 250%. The Descendants who choose the same preset can play together in public matchmaking. So guys, I assume that all of you will choose 250%. If I catch any of you guys not choosing 250%, all right? Okay, my hand is gonna wind back. My hand is gonna wind back. My hand's gonna go all the way to that window. All right, and you're gonna see it come through your monitor and give you a little like tap on the face. Okay, so make sure that y'all choose 250%. Okay. See, we got the newbie mode, we got the normal mode, and then we got the real mode. All right. So make sure y'all only choose the real option. Robot crab, lol. Well, I'm already maxed out on emotes. Maybe if I get like another 100 members, YouTube will let me add some more emotes. But anyway, in addition, to prevent the number of types of matchmaking pools from growing indiscriminately, Descendants who select the same infiltration operation will now be matched together regardless of their selected rewards. Instead, the global effects that were applied based on selected rewards will be removed. So basically, you can choose you can choose whatever reward you want. I think either one amorphous or another amorphous. So yeah, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So you can select whatever reward you want and then off you go. Lastly, the timed occupation mission will be removed from hard infiltration operations and be replaced with an extermination battle where the time can be reduced based on the Descendant skill. So those ones where you had to stand there and occupy, no more. No more. Now, stand there and occupy is... Now, this only applies to stand there and occupy. Alright? I don't know if it will affect some of the others. We'll have to see the actual effect when the game comes out. But as far as I know, this should only apply to the ones where you have to sit there and occupy. Now, no more having to sit there and squat on the toilet and do the crab walk. You don't have to do that anymore. Instead, you will just be able to eliminate enemies as you go. The dev team is definitely listening, so I'm really liking it. And Eugen, I'm so sorry, Tori. I will not be focusing on him until all the ultimates are worked on, so I'm working on the ultimates first. So Eugen is way, way down the line, my friend. I do apologize for that. Oh, we are going to be zooming, Track. Like I said, take your break now, Track. I told Kaz the same thing. Y'all take your break now. Because on August 29th, alright? On August 29th, the Farmageddon for the Robot Nation begins again. I'm gonna need you on night shift. So you heal that hand now. You play your other games right now. Because on 29th of September, the Farmageddon begins again. And I'm gonna need all my people with me. So take your breaks now. You guys have a nice week. Play your games, play your other stuff. Don't even log into the First Descendant, chill. Because on the 29th, on that day, Farmageddon begins again. The Farmageddon is coming, ladies and gents. And the Robot Nation needs to be at full strength. So take your breaks now. Relax. The 29th is the day. Also, the only non-ultimate Descendant that will be getting a build first is Haley. So just be aware of this. Eugen is, I'm so sorry, way down the line. Because of how things are structured, Luna and Haley, Haley first, but Luna and Haley will be getting builds before any of the other normal Descendants. Just make sure you have crystallization catalysts and energy activators because we cannot assume anything too early. Pretty much, Foxtrot. I'll be working on all the current ultimates first, finishing them all off, and then off I go. Plus, I'm gonna have to redo a lot of builds because the new socket feature is coming in Season 1. Guys, they promised this before, but I'm going to talk about this, alright? So, see, I love hearing that, Jay. You take a breather till October. Anyway, when you assign a socket type to a socket, right, the socket type will now be granted to that slot permanently. It'll be permanently saved to that slot, so you can easily change it to a previously granted socket type at any time. For example, if a Descendant changes an Almandine socket to a Malachite socket, you can choose between Almandine and Malachite in that same socket afterward. Alright? Additionally, the socket type applied to loadout setting 1 can also be used for 2 and 3 as well, allowing you to grant multiple socket types only to the slots that require multiple socket types depending on your build. So, I'm going to answer a few questions about this. Alright? The multi-socket types are coming, absolutely, in Season 1, Day 1, you will be able to do multi-socket types. You have a lot of grinding ahead of you. This is why I said the Farmageddon is coming. Because you have to use your maxed out characters, and by the way, it applies to both the Descendant and the weapon. Take note, this applies to Descendant and weapon, because I know for many of you, just like me, your weapon, you may not consistently know what you want on that weapon. I understand. I feel you. All right. I am with you on this. Okay. I might be poking you a little bit on this. All right. I might be consuming your soul a little bit on this. All right. What you got to understand is that for all of this, okay, you will be able to have You load out slot 1, load out slot 2, and like let's say you've got an ultimate in a particular weapon, you want to change it around, you'll be able to do that. Okay, don't worry, Alex, because I'll release a video on the new socket system as soon as it drops on day 1. Just know that this will allow more customization, but you are still going to have to spend crystallization catalysts, so go farm them now, and you are still going to have to re-level your characters. So make sure you do that now, all right? Leveling is actually really fast, Steven. I can definitely get a level in a short amount of time. It just depends on whether or not you want to do it. So it's really up to each individual. Okay. Yes, you can slot 4 types in all sockets, but please do not do that. You will go insane. It's probably unwise to do that, all right? Sometimes it is a bit unwise. Now then, here are some buffs that are going to be coming. Jaber is going to get a buff to his turrets so that he can apply stats like skill power modifier, additional attack, all that kind of stuff to his turrets. Right now, they cannot, which is why Jaber is considered weak. Blair's Pitmaster has been improved to have a more enhanced effect based on the number of flame zones. The duration of the Blaze Up skill has been increased, and the MP cost has been reduced. When using the Extinguish skill, the flame zone will no longer be retrieved. Instead, the Taste of Aggression effect will stack based on the number of flame zones, alright? The damage of Burn Taste skill has been increased, and a skill button input feature has been added to allow cancelling of the skill mid-use. Additionally, the max stacks of the Incendiary Bomb modification module have been increased, and the performance of the Deadly Cuisine has been enhanced when Classic Chef modification module is equipped. So look forward to that. If you want every socket to be interchanged, yeah, you're gonna have to use 40 plus catalysts, but please do not actually do that. That would be very, very wasteful and very, very unwise. And you're gonna go crazy. Please do not go crazy, all right? And Ajax's Orbital Barrier and Hypercube are now affected by attribute resistance, making them stronger. So it's not just defense and HP that will affect them. Now it'll be affected by resistance as well. So the Body Enhancement Modification module increases HP, defense, and shield when using these skills. Void energy will always recover to 100%. So basically, I think Ajax will be able to use the enhanced effects of his skills more often. So basically, he uses one skill, recovers void energy, uses another skill. I think this will be quite an interesting playstyle for Ajax, so I'm looking forward to my ultimate Ajax in Season 1 for sure. So, yeah. I guesstimate around 14 catalysts, actually, not 20x. 20x is a bit wild, but around 14, yeah. I would say that's okay. It is definitely crazy right now. Okay, now a feature has been added for the UI to designate random options has been added to the external components junk filter and reactor. This allows you to conveniently designate items that don't have random options, that don't have the needed random options as junk. So from now on, let's say you're searching for a reactor that has certain stuff, you'll be able to add the filter, and then any reactor that doesn't have that, you can just press junk and it's gone. All right. So yeah, dismantling items in combat is now available. So when Season 1 drops, let's say you're getting hit by some random person, you'll still be able to dismantle items. You can dismantle items anytime now, so more convenience, better work. All right. The shapes displayed to show your preferred items can now be designated using a variety of shapes, enabling you to manage them with different shapes according to their uses. So basically, whenever you, instead of just having the heart symbol over an attached item, I think you'll be able to use different shapes. So that's pretty cool as well. Element damage should only be like 4 catalysts for the weapons. I think there's a different way to do it, but I will let you guys know more on that. So please bear with me. Okay, all right. A favorites feature has been added to the research menu, and the acquisition information of the applied item will now be showed. A favorites feature has been added to the research menu, and the acquisition information of the applied item will now be shown on the map. Okay, this sounds pretty interesting. Other updates include additional improvements to icon information display that was included in version 1.07, a feature to disable voice playback during hard missions, and the addition of visual information to the encrypted vault and various other improvements. Okay, now we don't have to listen to Marcus saying the Vulgus communications have limited range. So we literally don't have to listen to this anymore. No problem, Mick. I'll also have a video on this tomorrow, so don't worry about that. Oh my god, guys, this is looking great. This is looking great. I'm loving this patch. I will have a video about this patch tomorrow. But yeah, I think this is going to be. And I know disabling the voice playback is going to be so good. I cannot wait for that. And all of these, everything here is coming day one. All right. Only the stuff here in the roadmap is coming later. Everything I just talked about is all day one, day one, day one, day one, day one. So please, please look forward to that because it's going to be absolutely insane. I'm losing my mind. I'm ready to play on the 29th. And of course, the only break I'll be taking, and I do have to say this, I'm so sorry, I'll be taking a break on the 5th of September because we all know what's coming on the 5th of September, don't we? New content, quality of life, everything. I'm loving it. It's coming day one. I'm excited. I'm excited. Big wins all around. No nerfs coming. All right. There's no nerfs to Bunny. No nerfs to... The devs do not care about... Listen. I don't like to say it. But I have to say it this once. Mr. Joo Min-seok, the director, does not give a damn what the crybabies are saying. Let the whiners out there say, Bunny ruins my fun. I can't have fun in this game. Well, then just learn to play Bunny or just play alone. Because Joo Min-seok is not going to literally remove the people that are having fun with Bunny. He understands how much investment we've put into our characters to farm fast. So he's not going to say, okay, well, you know, he's not going to pull a Johan Palsted and say, we're going to make positive changes and let freaking Alexis, bringer of balance, destroy an entire weapons line and series. I'm still bitter about that. But anyway, I really like these devs. They're very based. What the hell is on the 5th? If you don't know, Yella Beezy, then wait for the 5th. You'll see it. Heresy. Heresy will be tamed on the 5th. The greatest servants of the Imperium of Man. The greatest of them all. The best of his warriors. They're coming. But if anyone doesn't catch the reference, don't worry. Yes, those who know. For the Emperor. It is. So one of my viewers, well, two of my viewers are majorly into Warhammer, and one of them has sponsored Space Marine 2 for me. So I'll be playing it early access with him. So I will be leading Captain Titus of the Blueberries. Listen, Jormungandr. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Jormungandr. I'm just gonna call you Jormuntide, you know, from Pal World. So listen, Jormuntide, there are no silent nerfs or buffs happening here. It's not a looter shooter. It's not a looter shooter, but it is a great game, and I'm looking forward to playing it with my friends. For sure. Nah, you're Jormuntide now. Too late. From now on, you shall be referred to only as Jormuntide. He who Jormans the tides. He who tides with Jormans. Ah! Wait, World Serpent. No, wait, I still don't know how to pronounce that properly. I'll look it up later. I just don't want to get it wrong, because I'm very big on pronouncing things correctly. But for now, you're Jormuntide. Just remember, we are all the warriors of Asgard. Chicky P. Lol, Fred. What, am I gonna have to throw a pal sphere at you? Chicky P, oh god, oh god. Lamball, Chicky P. I don't think anyone can forget those. Don't get me wrong, great game, just that, you know, we waited too long for it to have a dedicated server on Xbox and Game Pass, and it just wasn't fun. Your name can be pronounced however you want. I still ain't gonna pronounce your name that way. Alright guys, we're gonna switch over to chatting section for a bit. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed the patch notes. Based on the votes, we currently have 80% of people saying that they are hyped for Season 1 to drop. 20% of people are unfortunately wiped, but that's okay. I hope the 20% take a breather. Don't forget to like the stream. Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna work on something in the background. Please bear with me. Alright, because I'm gonna have to do some serial farming right now. Alright. God almighty, I think I can actually still make this work. Why am I such a nerd? Yes, I can, because I am that sort of human being. Okay, hold up. Oh, but even if I drop that, it won't be enough, will it? Darn, that's a bit different. Arg. Sorry, if you guys don't know what I'm groaning about. That's heavy. That's heavy. Well, that ain't gonna fly very well. If only there was a way to adjust this a little more. I guess I could go with half measures. That would probably work out well. Sorry, just doing some background work while I think. Yeah, no, this one's gonna have to die for sure. I'm gonna have to remove that. Well, I don't care about the rest. Okay, got it. I'm super hyped for Haley as well. It's gonna be great. You know, I am excited as heck. What do the grayed out substats mean? That means you need to re-roll it. The substats are for earlier level. That means you've upgraded the weapon level, but you haven't re-rolled your substats. So go re-roll your substats. So yeah, this update is looking fantastic. And look, if anyone is worried about the time, well, actually, you know what? Why don't you tell us? Why are you worried about the time-gated content? What is your concern? You're a fan of the sweater? Yeah, so am I. I like wearing it. Okay, now that I know that this is done, what about this other weapon that I worked on? Because I do not want this one to be messed up as well. Ah, so this one definitely has a problem. Arg. This is painful. This is PEIN, man. I mean, I can accept it, but this is going to be problematic. Even if I remove this, I'd have to drop other stuff. I mean, I can, but I'd still have to drop other stuff. Oh my god, this is gonna require more work, isn't it? Ah, PEIN again. Round 2 of pain. How can I fix this? Sorry guys, give me a moment. I'm thinking how to fix this without ruining it. I think this will probably be the best bang for buck, but yeah. Because changing the elements around is going to be a pain. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, doesn't matter. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. Okay, coming back to chat. Let me see. New Descendant could be an awesome bosser. She could be. I'm kind of looking forward to it for sure. Do I think it'd be good to add the ability to unenhance or de-enhance a module? I think that'll be actually quite useful, Foxtrot. But it's not something they're considering right now. But why Alt Freyna so long? Probably because they're working on it. There's a lot of content that they plan on dropping, and I think that, unlike a lot of other dev teams out there, Clark, they do want to test things properly. You're wondering if anyone else had noticed that Nexon made mention that they weren't going to release all of next season's content at once. Yeah, they did. But this one is something that I've gone through, and it was something that we already knew. So what I do want to say is that the fact that they're splitting up the content is because a lot of it requires testing. You know, they can't just throw everything at you at the start of the season because there's going to be literally nothing left for the season. I have to say this because as much as I'm not a fan of Blizzard, even Overwatch 2, although they have a season Like, there'll be a mid-season update. There'll be secondary updates along the way. They don't just release everything at once. So please take note that this is the same for all games, Gregory. You don't think it was included in the season 1 schedule, but do you think the catalyst upgrades were right? Oh, CG, I mentioned that's coming right at the start. The catalyst thing is coming right at the start. Could you lower the cost of stats? Yeah, that one I already answered. Hopefully by the time she comes out, she gets reworked at certain areas of kit. Definitely. There's definitely that, Jay, as well. Inversion reinforcement previously shown in Gamescom livestream. Someone pointed out in the TFD Reddit. Yes, Damien. The inversion reinforcement is coming day 1, just so you know. If anyone's worried about that. Do you have any clue about what the update size is going to be? I have no clue right now. Sorry, Mike. I cannot answer that question. Does the order of mods matter when slotted? No, not at all. The order of the mods being slotted does not matter at all. Now it's October 30th. You love the game. Was so ready for Haley's Sniper, which was also pushed back. Haley's Sniper. Are you talking about... Hold on. I have to double check that because... You're talking about the Frost Watcher ultimate weapon, because that is, as far as I know, that's not a sniper. It's a scout rifle. All right. So Haley's scout rifle, I mean, if you want to call it Haley's scout rifle, yes, it is in September 26th. But again, we were not going to get everything all at once. Haley will release first, then everything else will come following that. Like, even the Colossus is not coming day 1, because day 1 there's already so much to do. People are going to have to adjust to the changes first. So the month is to give the devs and the players time to adjust to the changes. Yeah, you can build other Descendants in the meantime, or some people are taking a break until October. Go ahead and do that, you know, but there's a lot to do. So I say day 1, work on your inversion reinforcement. Like I said, for most of us, the Farmageddon starts on 29th again. Paint system is not being worked on right now, and there is already a fusion reactor and void fragment changes law of the pack. So if you missed that, wait for my video tomorrow. I'll be going through all of this again in a single video. There is going to be a lot. The thing is, Leviatus, I'm pretty sure that the time is going to give the devs time, because as soon as the season drops, there's going to be bugs and issues to fix within week 1. Then week 2, they're going to make sure there's stability. Week 3, they're ready for they start prepping for the next content, and that's why they've staggered it. Because trust me, if they drop everything at once, can you imagine if there's 50 different bugs and you have to fix 50 different bugs and some of the bugs go on for the entire season? You don't want that to happen. So that's why they're staggering the update. Yeah, you won't need to farm a new boss for Haley. They're probably going to do mutant AAs again, or mutant BB Amorphous, whichever one they decide to do. She might see some new stuff in her kit for sure, Saba. The updates to Ajax are definitely going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how people build Ajax. Is there any info about the season pass rewards? I'll go through that day 1 instead, because there's nothing I can talk about right now. So day 1, on the day of the thing, I'm going to talk about the new season battle pass straight away. Yes, it can, Isaac King. If you put chill enhancement on a gun, it can trigger frostbite. And it will trigger on Colossus. It won't freeze them in place, but it will apply the debuff. Yes, this can happen, as long as the Colossus is not a ice type Colossus. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the people that are like, oh, you know, the split up in content is gonna be bad or things like that. I'm like, no, split up in content is fine. Don't even sweat it. I don't know if they're going to upgrade the Battle Pass per se. I think that they understand that the Battle Pass is fine the way it is, and they're not going to do too much with it. You know, they're pretty much chill on it. They say, you know, the Battle Pass is fine, everything's okay, everything is Doriunky, so they're not gonna worry too much. About the gun skins, I hope that they change that though, because that one is gonna have to be a major change. The rest of the changes I'm not too mad about, but the gun change, but yeah, they are definitely 110% gonna have to make some gun changes, because that one's not gonna fly for sure. No, the pass does not pay for itself. Look, guys, one thing which I'm gonna say straight up is that you guys are gonna, if you want this game to continue, if you want to enjoy good content, if you want to enjoy good updates, You guys are going to have to spend as much as possible on this game. Although the game is free to play, the more people that spend, the more that they can fund the dev team and the more that they can actually make money. The devs are just like us. They're hustling just like us. They've released a game for free, all right? But anything that can make them money should be allowed to make them money. So they will never do a system whereby you get everything back for the battle pass. And they will probably never do a system whereby certain things that are paid will become free. Vinayak, that was never discussed and that was never on the table. If you choose to invest in a Descendant, you live with that investment. If you dismiss them, you get nothing back, and this will never be changed. Just because Nexon are billionaires doesn't mean the dev team is. YouTube makes billions in revenue every year. Am I a billionaire? That logic will not fly, my guy. All right. Nexon devs are employees just like us. Just because the game is doing well doesn't mean that the devs make a huge profit. Most of that goes to the parent company that invested in the dev team while it wasn't making a profit. They had salaries ongoing for the past how many years it took to develop this game. They have capital expenditures, server running costs, things like that. The whales that are spending tons on this game are literally the ones keeping it in business. No, they have never nerfed that, Rico. Blue code breakers always give 25,000. The purple ones can give up to 100,000, but most of the time they give 75 to 100,000. Okay, so yeah, you don't get half. Sorry, you only get about. Actually, wait, 25 times 4. 25 times 4. 12. Oh, you get 300 back, so you get about 60%. Yes. So you get 60% of the coins that you spend back. So essentially, the battle pass only really costs you $4. Why was your battle pass $18? Because my battle pass was $10. Do not buy an enhanced track, my guy. And also on day one, I always go through the battle pass and I talk about what's in there. So if you watch my video or you don't watch my video and you decide to buy, then that's on you. If you find that it's not horrifying, if you find that it's horrifying, look, I don't mean to be callous, but I have to say that's on you. I will always do a battle pass video day one, and I'll tell you what's in it. Here's what's in it. Do you think it's worth it? It's up to you. I mean, for me, the battle pass is $4. I would spend it every time, whether the rewards are good or bad. Now, they have said that they're going to upgrade some of the rewards in it to try and make it better in future seasons, and they're going to make it easier to earn the rewards as well. But again, please do understand that do not buy the enhanced track or do not waste money on the enhanced track, especially if you play this game, you are wasting money getting the enhanced track because it's additional money for no value. You're going to be able to complete all the challenges anyway. And Raging Dragon, I don't think that system will be coming in because again, it may end up bringing real money trading RMT to this game, which we don't really want. So I think they're going to take their time to work on a trading system. So if you have a way that you can prevent a black market from forming, then by all means give the suggestion to them. But what happens with Warframe is that there are a lot of black markets. There are a lot of people that will try and dupe the platinum, things like that. I'm pretty sure some people got banned for picking up duped platinum. So I think we would like to prevent those issues here, and therefore trading for caliber may never happen. Be aware of that. PC build, that is correct. I can confirm it for you. If you dismiss a Descendant that you've spent an activator and catalyst slots on, and you bring the Descendant back by reconstructing the Descendant, yes, it will already have the activator and all the previously catalyzed slots back. Enjoy, Jose, and good morning, George. What up? For me, look, I'm pretty much the same way, Law of the Pack. Did I watch the overview trailer? No, I just literally went through the whole thing. Are you talking about the Season 1 trailer? Because I'm going to put out my own video on this. I don't think First Descendant has released anything else. Let me just double check that for you. There we are. There has been no new videos released on their channel. Oh, it's from IGN. Dude, I don't watch that kind of stuff. I never look at anything that a game journalist does. I drop my own stuff. Hey, Jose. I have never watched a single thing from IGN in my entire life except the ones for freaking Helldivers, because they were the only ones that published the stuff. Probably because of their Sony deal or whatever, but no, I literally stay away. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I have no interest in watching stuff by other people. I make it myself. So I hope you can understand, but I will make my own overview tomorrow. And Danilo, I completely understand that. That is something that has been talked about as well. They are looking at ways that they can do that, but that being said, don't expect it to come anytime soon or even in the near future. A lot of games don't actually do the regional pricing for that. And I do have to say that unfortunately, the biggest companies generally don't have to obey that standard. Yeah, the ETA 0, we'll get more details later in the season for that one. But yes, the overview trailer and stuff like that by IGN, not interested. I will do my own overview of the patch tomorrow. Yeah, pretty much Isaac King. Is the Valve farm possible without an energy activator? Yes, but you still will need a good reactor, and it's up to you to structure it your own way. It is possible, but can be a little bit difficult, so be aware of that. I think the best way would be to have maximize range and duration. Then you can go with, I think, Dimension Master, and focus on Dimension should be possible. Yeah, something like that. Oh, listen, Kenneth, I never overhype anything. Well, let's not bash IGN. So, I understand your feelings as well, Mr. Tay Daniel. I feel the same way, but don't forget that as a professional creator, I cannot allow bashing of institutions. I do not like IGN, and I certainly don't respect them or anything like that, but, you know, we also cannot openly bash them. I feel the same way, but we cannot openly bash them, all right? We can't do that. And Drac, I completely think that the trader will help, but ultimately this is a grindy game. 365 hours, hey, nice amount of hours. I'm at 500 myself, but then again, I do this for a living. So I can definitely understand that the game is pretty grindy, but that's why they're making changes to lessen certain grinds. For example, reactor farms will be much more accessible to people. So it's going to be, yeah, the void reactor change will drop day one, which is why it's going to be so good for the people, because if the void reactor changes happen, then what you are going to see is a whole bunch of people being able to farm things from void reactors rather than having to do hard mode bosses, which is fantastic because this is legendary. This is a completely different ball game, and it is going to ball my game so hard. I love it. So I am very, very hyped for that because that is definitely coming in day one. Yeah, it is only 500 caliber for the basic one. So for $10, their pass was quite worth it, Teapot. And again, like I said, in season 1, I will cover what's in there. So it's going to be a $10 battle pass, and you know, what you should be looking out for are the emotes and things like that. For me, those are worth $10, and we get $6 back in terms of caliber. So yeah, you can definitely farm amorphosis instead. You get 300 back, so basically the actual cost is only $4 for me USD. That's a capital win period, always. All right, looks like we are mostly done. I've also sorted out some stuff. I'm gonna spend the rest of the night answering questions and also farming because, yeah. Listen, this is why I don't follow any of the game journalist channels or any of the channels associated with game journalists, because there's no point. You know, as much as Asmongold is considered a gold standard for YouTube, and he is, unfortunately, I don't personally like the guy, so I don't watch his channel either. You know, but if it comes to a comparison, I do, and unfortunately, I cannot mention anyone other than Asmongold, because Asmongold is too big to even have beef with me, so it'll be fine. Asmongold, I don't really watch him, but he is the gold standard for YouTube viewership, and he has the most authentic viewership that I've ever seen of most channels. Well, if the invasions are solo, that's going to put a big wrench in the works for a lot of people because ultimately this is an MMORPG. So again, I'll be bringing my concerns to Nexon and the First Descendant because I think that they should change that. It should not be solo because this is an MMORPG. We should be playing with our friends. No, absolutely not, Danilo. This is a good thing. Because listen, do you know what happens? Do you know what happens when video games try and push out everything at once? You get 50 bugs that don't get fixed until the end of the season. You don't want that. What you want is them to have, okay, first month we're going to release this. First week, they're going to let the players test it out, try it out, adapt to the changes. Any bugs that are discovered, talk to them on social media, please. All right? Then immediately after that, what you want to happen next is that after they test it, they fix the bugs, probably in the hot fixes throughout the first month, and then they prepare for the next update. Then the next update releases. This way you have more consistent content and less buggy content. Oh, listen, Jose, I'm only talking about Gold Standard in terms of viewership. He has legitimate YouTube viewership. Now, whether or not he's a good YouTuber or not, I leave that up to the viewers. I don't watch him at all. But in terms of YouTube viewership, in comparison to all the other people that I've seen out there buying views, not talking about big people, but a lot of small creators do this, and a lot of mid-sized creators do this. In fact, even some professional creators are still doing this. I look at that and I say, you know what? At least Asmongold is legit about his viewership. But do I like him? No. Oh, listen, I have no doubt that the invasions should have a solo option, but they need to have a team play option. This is kind of backwards for me. I feel that they should definitely have a team play option. Congrats, Fred. Very proud of you. And how to defeat Molten Fortress? Not yet. I tend to do that with my friends in the morning. We have not taken on Molten Fortress because we're farming other blueprints right now. So we will definitely do a Molten Fortress run at some point. And of course, a guide will be produced at a later time. Please give me time because I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff right now. XP or gold bonus for the battle pass? No, you have to use them before the season ends. You can stock them up during the season, but you have to use them as soon as before the season ends. So usually what I'll do is next season I'm going to save up the boost, and on a single day when I'm gold farming hardcore, I'll activate the booster as needed and then go hard on that. So yeah. They are trying to implement everything faster than other games, but they're doing it properly, which is what I like. I like the fact that they're testing and taking the time to test. Yeah, absolutely, Drac, and that's changing in the next season. Literally, as soon as you get an Amorphous, you can go do the Void Fragment once and then open up the reactor straight away. You don't have to grind like 3, 4, 5, 6, 17, 18 fragments, and then you can only open up the Void Reactor 10 times. In fact, you can also wait for my video tomorrow, but basically, you can even help your friends out. If you don't want to open up the Amorphous, you can just help your friends out and it's not going to take up your void shards. So these are all very positive changes. But yes, Kenneth, I would prefer if those missions would group. Yeah, I'm okay. Look, I just want to be able to carry my friends. Because what if we have friends that don't want to play the game so much? I want to carry them as bunny. You know, that's why I want it to be team available. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to go to hard mode missions and get them the inversion reactions that way. What's my favorite Descendant? Don't have one. Where am I from? Guess. Try and see if you can guess. Infiltration operations are not the right way to do things. And Japanese name dude, I've never discussed why or why not I don't like a person on stream, so please take note of that. Never ever ask me that question, because that is for me a bannable offense. So although I may mention a person occasionally by name, I would never discuss why I like or don't like them. Yep, my video tomorrow will cover everything again, so yeah. The devs are definitely listening to player feedback, so it's really, really good. And what do I think for boss battles? We can share the amp mats, but can only pick one from the selection. That is a system that I've heard is similar to Warframe, but I don't know if they'll do that system. Personally, I think the current system we have is fine. I don't think we need to change that system, because now that the reactors are much easier, all we have to do is farm the Amorphous. Now, the Amorphous drops are going to be the problem. The Amorphous drops are where people are going to stumble. But once you are able to acquire enough Amorphous drops, just do the fragments like 5 times, go open up the reactor 5 times, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, off you go. And if we can get Void Fragment shards in other ways, to me, I say that that's a win. So no need to think too hard. Listen, I understand that, Jay, but look, I also have to be very honest about certain things that I do. I understand where you're coming from. Thank you for that comment. All right, but yes, we're going to leave it be there. All right. The fact that Sharon's the only way to infiltrate, definitely, I think it's something that they're going to change eventually, but yeah. They might make some additions. I am JPS. You have been I don't know why you keep coming back and trying to be annoying. I did not say that. Don't ever try and put words in my mouth. Okay? And I've already addressed that. If you're trying to bring up old history, then you can just take a 24-hour chat ban. Yeah, I know you're going to come back because you've been back every single time. You've tried to stir the pot every single time. I've just ignored you every single time. But if you're going to keep doing that, then I will literally shove you out of here every single time. So don't ever come at me like that. Okay? Good. I might joke around in my chat, but I'm not going to take your nonsense. Okay. An auto restart mission for infiltration operations without going back to Albion would be great. You can already do that. Well, you cannot automatically restart, but from the mission results screen, you can already hit restart, Clark. It keeps all of your modifiers and whatever that you chose. So you can already address that. Are there any streamers I'd like to collab with? Sorry, MF Lion King, I would never answer that question. Listen, I just don't take nonsense, Lucky. You have to set rules and things like that, because as a professional, I'm not gonna let people just say random stuff in my space. This entire space is my space. We're all here to have a good time, talk with each other, have productive discussions. If anyone wants to come back to nonsense, I'll just throw them out. No problem, T-Deuce. Happy to be your favorite creator. Oh, by the way, guys, if you have not already renewed your support, please make sure you do that. All right. Take note that your support expires after 2 months, so if you have not registered me as your creator, please make sure you do. Doing okay, Gorilla King. Hey, Randy. Hearts back. Thank you. Again, Japanese name dude. I mentioned him for a specific purpose. Let's not talk about other creators, all right, or other individuals. Trying to bring the conversation back there is going to get you a chat ban. I'd hate to have to do that to you. All right, but let's keep it clean here. All right, I've already laid out my rules earlier. All right, we've all agreed to let it down. Don't you ever bring that back up, because I will not hesitate to throw you out as well. No problem, Jonathan. Happy to help. Take note that the glass cannon bill will be coming day after tomorrow. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but it'll be day after tomorrow instead, because tomorrow I'm going to cover the patch. All right, Gorilla King. Choose whichever membership you want. My cough is slowly getting better. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Am I Korean or Japanese and live in America because my English is good? No, I am not. Actually, I am from Singapore. Okay lah, you want me to talk in Singaporean accent? I can also talk Singaporean lah, but I'm actually Singaporean. So, I came from Singapore. I was born in Singapore. Then I moved to Australia when I was young. So now I can do an Australian accent as well. And I grew up here. I went back to Singapore for my military service when I was about 17. And then I came back for uni, and after that I moved back to Singapore for work. I came here to settle some family business, and then that's about it. So that's basically it for me. Of course must flex the Singlish lah. We are 100% Singaporean ma. So most of the time my default accent is American because it is the easiest for everybody to understand. So there you go. Trooper TD, will they ever add taunt mods for tanks? I am practically praying they do, because do you know how many times, right? You know, George, because George is our Ajax player, right? George will be out in front of Swamp Walker, and like Swamp Walker will turn and shoot me. I'm like, why me? Why me? So I do hope they add that. Yeah, there's no taunt. It's so weird. I think you mean Glay. And yes, it does work on excuse me. It does work on Glay, but Glay shouldn't use it because Glay doesn't need defense. Oh, don't worry, Zillinger. Renan's just joking with you. He knows you're just interested in where I come from. I do think they need to add a taunt and aggro system. 100% I'm down with that. I agree with you guys fully. All right, because I feel the same way. Like, why me? Why am I getting attacked? You know, attack the tank. Go fight the Ajax. Don't fight me. I'm just a poor boy. Leave me alone. You're here to sell Glay build, lol. The only character with some kind of taunt is Valby. I'm not quite sure. I have not experimented with her other modules. She might have them. Let me check. I check it now. Valby and Izumo. Izumo both have that. The seduction of water. You can taunt the surrounding monsters with singing water. Ah. Oh yeah, Jaber has taunt on his turrets too, yeah. Jaber technically a better tank than Ajax because he can actually pull aggro. You are correct, LOV. I don't know if it works on bosses though. I've never used Jaber. I've never even seen a Jaber. Except for Arcane who plays Jaber. I've literally never seen one. Okay, I think I'm gonna go and gather some gold because I am very broke right now. George, are you gonna do your own farming today, or do you want to join me for some gold? It's up to you. No pressure, because I can gold farm solo. I'm literally just gonna go hop on my Bunkar Rabbit Warrior Queen and then go ham with my farming. Oh yeah, I got all these old reactors. I gotta delete them. Darn, what was I thinking? Have Ajax stand next to Jaber. LOL! That would so be funny. I would actually love that. Can you imagine the Ajax just saying, okay, no problem. I'll stand next to the turret. Yeah, dudes, I upgraded so many modules and now I'm like, on a scale of 1 to I am broke. I am broke. I also just really want to create a higher DPS build. Yeah, I do, Clark. They're working on fixing it. So hopefully that fix will come in as well. It would be nice if they fixed that, for sure. I mean, it's true that we're all poor in gold, but still, damn. They're hurting me. They're hurting me right now. Alright, they're wounding me, and I don't like being wounded. Okay, here I have to put on a sniper, Python into first slot. There, I also have to level up some other stuff. So the Leakrit Garden is fine. I believe I answered that already, Japanese name dude. It activates right away when you collect it from the battle pass.
Subscriber detected.
So once you've earned the appropriate level, you collect it from the battle pass, the boost will activate. So that should
New subscriber detected.
That should be the information you're looking for. You never know, maybe the daily invasions will do that. All right, guys, we're gonna go in and we're gonna do some shenanigans. This is fine. This one, give me the consumables. Thanks, Mom, for the ginger tea. Appreciate you. Lovely lady she is. then this one we'll just put on a oh, there's no equipment drop rate, isn't there? So this will do. Okay, this is nice. Now we're going to use her high voltage farming build, so this will work. Let's go farm. Excuse me. You ever swallowed the wrong way? Damn it. Oh, I swallowed the wrong way that time. CG, you can do that via this way. Excuse me. So sorry. After I type in the tip command, right, it will it'll come up with a link. You hit that link and you can send a tip. Sorry, guys. Totally swallowed the wrong way. I was way too excited. But yeah, there you go. The link is the same for everybody. You can just hit that link that I put up already. So it's all good. Because the command is on a cooldown, so Nightbot won't spam it. What you should do is just hit the link that I put up, the streamelements.com. There's also, if you scroll down in the description, a tip link there. It's the same for both ways. But yeah, the battle pass system is very common. And I do have a video on reactor, Jose. You can upgrade any reactor you like, but my video on reactors is in the playlist. So I believe Rena put up the playlist earlier. Please do check out the playlist because my video on reactors is in there. So if you guys have not checked out my playlist of all my videos yet, definitely go check that out. It was a natural one on the drinking check for sure. For sure. Oh. Of course, Praetorian, that's exactly what's happening. We're getting the next part of the story in the next season. Corell's gonna start invading us deliciously. So they need to expand on the storyline of what happened after the beating the Vulgus in White Knight Gulch and all that. I have no guesstimates right now, Clark. I'm just gonna wait and let the devs cook. In my opinion, a bit too early to answer.
Donation has arrived.
Thank you, CG Mayhem. Thank you very much for that kind donation. I'm going to put your name in the list right now. CG Mayhem is now our top tipper. Thank you very much. Yay! Thank you. Thou shalt be shouted out in all the videos. Arigatou gozaimasu. Coming down with a sickness. Lol. If only I could play my music playlist for you guys when I stream, but I can't. Is there an official Discord for LFG? Yes, there is. If you go to the First Descendant website, there's a Discord symbol on the right-hand side of the screen. Hit that, you can join the official Discord straight away. Hello, Joe Biden. Evening to you from Australia. Yes, Ultimate Freyna is going to be cool. Please take note, she's coming only in October. Thanks, CG. Yep, already did, Profiler, but don't worry, there'll be another video tomorrow that explains all the same things again. But don't worry, I got you. Toothiest Wolf, I've already gone over it, but I'm pretty sure the invasion is the first bit of the story, so yes, that's coming out right away. If you missed the early part of the stream where we went over all the stuff in the patch notes, then you can wait till tomorrow's video. Or you can watch the stream back right now.
Descendant, number 17 here. I'll be assisting you on this operation. Good luck. Enemy structure operation. Initiating full-scale blocking operation.
Don't be idolizing Sleepy Joe now. Oh wait, your name is John Biden. Lol. Sorry, you're Joe Biden now. I'm more here for the XP along with the gold at the same time. So it's less than the Valby run, that's for sure. But I do have to say that the XP here is good because I really need to level up my Python. one more time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. My Discord? Okay. Mine is only available to channel members. If you want to join my private Discord, you have to be a high tier channel member. That means either Plus Ultra or only fan level. And that's quite expensive because it's a monthly commitment. Why is it that we have a private Discord? Because otherwise trolls come in all the time. So we have made our Discord only available to those who significantly invest in the channel. And I do apologize for that, but that is what has kept us safe for 3 years. And that's why we have no drama incidents in 3 years. Nice, Foxtrot. Fingers crossed, my guy. Hope it goes well for you. Oh, I'm looking forward to Freya's story. I know this sounds twisted, but I really want to see her being all miserable. Her suffering is beautiful. And we must all enjoy her suffering. Oh my god, there's a bunny named Hawktua. Really? Really? This bunny just gonna name herself that, huh? Alright, alright.
Multiple Vulgus forces detected. Recommend elimination of all their defensive forces.
Most of the Descendants have tragic backstories, yes. No, thank you. I don't think you need the Peacemaker to get to Mastery Rank 26, but it will be needed if you want to get to 27 eventually. I don't think 27 is possible. 26 is the highest right now. And Rena, clean stream, man, clean stream. I know it's a meme, but goddamn, clean stream, bro. Come on, man. All you people. All you people. Wait, where am I? Oh, B. I thought that was A for some reason.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Hey,
New
Haza.
member has arrived.
Welcome to the Plus Ultra tier. Alright. What I'm gonna need you to do is if you see a members only post, Haza, it should be about 2 months back. You leave your Discord name there. You'll be added in after a while. Thank you for joining the inner family. But remember that it is a monthly commitment, so I'm not sure how long you've been watching me for, because I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've seen your name in chat. But just in case you haven't been watching me for a while, channel membership is a monthly commitment after all, so do be aware that if people do not maintain their commitment, we do eventually have to remove them from the family. We obviously don't do it immediately, but you gotta be sure. You gotta be sure that it's really something that you want to do, alright? Welcome to the squad, though. Welcome to the squad. Proud to have you here. All right. Huzzah! As long as you know that I'm okay. Welcome to the family. Yeah. I always try to let people know about that because sometimes if, like, I don't want to be, like, accused of cheating people out of their money and stuff like that because some people think it's a one and done. So I usually try and, like, before people purchase their membership, I usually just let them know that, hey, you know, this is all the stuff in there and blah, blah, blah. It just saves the admin trouble and also, you know, prevents me from getting in trouble. Fallen Idol? Are you talking about Fallen Hope? Is there a Fallen Idol? 1 second. Oops, sorry, not modules, weapons. There's only Fallen Hope, and it's not from, you know, you don't get amorphous materials. You have to go to White Knight Gulch and do missions in normal mode. Alright, please learn to use access info, Praetorian. If you do not use access info correctly, then you won't be able to find anything in the game.
Out of my way!
Well, I appreciate that, Haza. And I hope you've already registered me as your content creator. Alright.
High-level Volgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Yes, thank you, Haza. Yeah, Fallen Hope is not from Void Bosses or missions, my guy. You have to learn how to use the access info. Let the people on Reddit freak out. Since when does Reddit matter? It's just Reddit, bro. Reddit freaks out about everything. All the Reddit people freaked out when I posted my Lepic bossing build, which had some survival in there, despite the fact that every single day I see tweets and videos about people having to res the glass cannon Lepics. Yep, I don't worry about Reddit. Let them freak, who cares about them? The only time I ever go to Reddit is if I need some extra information. Oh yeah, if you go to the community post, right, on my channel, or hell, if you don't mind putting it in public, just give me your Discord name. You know, you can just tell me your Discord name and I'll add you as a friend. We can go from there. Okay, sure. I'll add you. Let me just finish running in a circle here. Yeah, go for it. I gotta work on my Greggies too. Alright. Let's go add. Okay, I sent your friend request on Discord.
No chance!
Yep, glass cannon without the cannon is not very fun, unfortunately. I prefer my glass cannons to actually have some cannon with the glass. But thank you to the new channel member Haza, and of course thank you to CG as well for the lovely tip. Just know I appreciate both of y'all. Alright, thank you very much. Yeah, I know, Praetorian. So if you check Access Info and you search up Fallen Hope, it's not in Void Bosses or anything. It's just go to the mission and do it. That's all you gotta do is go to the mission. As long as you follow what Access Info tells you, you're good to go. Zeleager, you don't need to use my creator code. All you have to do is register. So how do you register? Nightbot will put up a link, and all you have to do is hit that link. And once Nightbot puts up that link, and you hit that link, you just register me, and there, off you go. That's it. Hit that link, register, and you're good to go. You don't need to think about it for 2 months. 2 months later, you'll need to re-register me, because support only lasts for 2 months. That is Nexon's way of, like, those people who become, like, bots, or like, if there are bot accounts, things like that, Nexon can deal with them real swiftly. So, yeah. Yes. John Biden is correct. Mr. Biden is correct. This is why, guys, please check Access Info. Please check where stuff drops. Access Info will always tell you. It'll always tell you. No, you cannot do it in-game. The in-game you can only check on the creators. I don't think you can register it in-game. The website is the easiest way. There is no in-game methodology of doing it, as far as I'm aware. The in-game method is also a bit weird. But a lot of people have mentioned trouble with it, so most people just use the website. It's far, far faster. I combined them until I had nothing left to combine for. Now I dismantled them. Both are pretty good. Both are good. Ultimate Leptic is better for bosses other than Gluttony. Ultimate Glay is better for Gluttony. But both can be good. And both are extremely necessary parts of the game, so you need to have both. This game is one where you need to invest in different Descendants for different things. That's why I like Bunny so much. Bunny is the farming queen. If I need to do something, I use Bunny for like my leveling or whatnot. Then after that, I'll go use other Descendants as needed. Yeah, then just combine and you're good to go. Yep, once you have one of each one, you're good to go. Like me, I have multiple copies, but only because for me personally, I need multiple copies for testing, things like that. But once the catalyst system comes in, life will be good. I mean, you can just spend the caliber to fast forward the crafting time, so you don't need a key. You already have a key. Just spend the caliber and you're all good to go. Well, we're not here to discuss other games, Praetorian, so I cannot answer that question. Alright, please reserve the discussions for First Descendant. Thank you. But what I will say on the topic is that most games are pretty popular, especially if they're single player or challenging. Or if they've got a good storyline. People play it, then come back to this. Yeah, Toothiest Wolf, you can just go to the research menu, hit the Descendant that is crafting, and you can spend caliber and just take out the Descendant right away. You can speed up your crafting anytime, just spend the caliber. It's basically a direct spending kind of dealio. So I hope that makes sense to you. 1 second. Ah, okay, good. I'm going to take this out because this is not needed. Okie day. Back we go. Oh, you want something free? That will never happen, no. That kind of thing won't happen, my friend. Well, Jared, have you watched my guide on the hard mode executioner? Because I have a guide on my channel. Zillinger, unfortunately, I mean, that is how it's supposed to go. So I don't mind it because as you progress through the game, you will get crystallization catalysts like water. In fact, thanks for reminding me. I gotta go take my crystallization catalyst out the oven. Okay, good. Then as long as you follow it, you'll be good to go. Once you can kill him, you're good to go. Make sure you invest in your tamer and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. You need barely any investment to kill him anyway. Just your basic Descendant and investment in a good tamer and you're good to go. Ah, there's my crystallization. No, just spend crystallization catalyst, dude. Crystallization catalysts are extremely easy to farm in normal mode. Just go farm some normal amorphous using Sharon or whatever, which you can get for free, right? I have a stealth guide for Sharon. Make sure you follow that stealth guide. Farm some normal amorphous that give the crystallization catalyst. It's 15% chance, right? You can just farm 30 or something. And then after that, off you go. Just go open them up. In that 30, I guarantee you 6 catalyst blueprints or whatever. Then you just craft them and just put 4 in your tamer. You're good to go. Is Greg good on Gluttony? Any gun is good on Gluttony because Gluttony is weak to firearm damage. So you can just take in any gun and you'll be good to go. Exactly. That's why I said follow the guide. If you didn't, the guide tells you that you need 4 crystallization catalysts. Come on, Jared. Come on. All right. Y'all got to follow the guides to the letter. If you don't follow the guides to the letter, if you just watch the guide, but you don't absorb the information in there, you will not learn and you will not get better at the game. If you want to be good at the game, you know, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying this straight to you guys because I know you guys want to learn and be better. You've got to take that step forward and say, hey, you know, I'm gonna learn all this and I'm gonna follow exactly what's in the video. Because if you do, you'll get the results that are shown. If you don't, then you won't get the results that are shown. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. The catalyst change is beautiful. I can't wait. Because for me, I get catalysts, like I said, I get catalysts like water. So it would not bother me in the slightest to have to go and farm some more.
Descendant, number 17.
This update is a huge
I'll be
win.
assisting you on this operation.
But the Freyna release, look,
Good luck.
they have to stagger the content.
Enemy structure operation.
All good games do this.
Initiating full
Because
scale lock.
if you don't stagger the content, what's going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of bugs and many of them may not be fixed. So it's always better to stagger content because a new update brings new bugs. Expect bugs, expect problems. I mean, the trailer is supposed to be for the whole season. Again, you do realize that this is something that every game does. Let's look at the close, like, Overwatch 2 will talk about the whole Optimus Prime and Transformers collab with Overwatch, but that didn't drop at the start of the season, it dropped mid-season. So, it's always like that for all games. There was no information she was going to be released on the 30th of October, no. But I kind of expected the staggered release. And I had a feeling that they weren't going to drop her day one. I thought she was going to be day one as well, but this is the way that they are structuring it, and I understand what they're going for. Because like I said, I've got a lot of experience with a lot of different games, and I'm pretty sure that this is intended to ensure that, number one, there's development time, number two, there's testing time. Ultimate Bunny should not have trouble surviving, no, not at all. But again, Ultimate Bunny is not meant to be used for those. She can be used for those, but as long as you're moving correctly, Ultimate Bunny has no survival issues. I've played Ultimate Bunny in Molten Fortress, Frostwalker, Obstructor. I've even played her in Gluttony, although, quite frankly, with Gluttony, I don't recommend bringing her because she's not designed for Gluttony. Divine Punishment, there you go. So yeah, just keep opening the Amorphous, my guy. Divine Punishment does drop from some bosses, but you have to go and get the Amorphous and get lucky with the drops, that's all. So I wish you best of luck on the drops. No problem, Kenneth. I will see you next time. You have a great day too. I think they need time to work the trader system in, so not everything can come day one. Day one, they're already dropping quite a bit of content, so don't worry too much about it. They need to probably work out the system for the trader. I do understand that people can be disappointed that it's not day one, but yeah, like I said, from professional experience, I knew it was going to be staggered. I just didn't have the dates, and now they've released the dates, so I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, I knew it was going to be staggered. Like, there was no way they weren't going to stagger it.
They're reinforcing their defense. We need to eliminate them immediately.
Yeah, they are, Jared. If you do not know what's coming in the update, don't worry. I'll be going through the video again tomorrow. I'll be going through the entire patch again in a video tomorrow, so look forward to that. I don't know what EL is, but I use the Python for Ultimate Glay. And no, I would never do a tier list, Atomic John. You know my feelings on tier lists. Tier lists are for fools. Why? Because there's no such thing as this gun is better than that gun. Did you build the gun correctly? If you didn't build the gun correctly, then of course the gun's gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Enduring Legacy. Fair enough. But yeah, no, I mean, you can use whatever you want, but I use the Python on Glay. I think it works really well with her. Try to avoid acronyms because I may not understand what you're talking about. It's better to spell it in full. But yeah, I have no gun tier lists. I think that tier lists are for, quite frankly, I'm gonna say it straight, tier lists are for idiots. Because what is the criteria of the gun being better? The DPS produced? What if the unique effect is better in somebody else's hands? What if you're going for fire rate? What if a Descendant has a unique effect that doesn't take advantage of it? So tier listing guns when there are many Descendants and many variable builds is very foolish. So I don't ever tier list anything. In fact, I think tier lists outside of COD are absolutely dumb. Because in COD, there's only one thing that matters, right? TDK. Here, it doesn't really work like that because different Descendants can enhance your experience in different ways. Python will drop, don't worry, just keep at it. You'll get it. And Python is generally very good for Ultimate Glay. Because of the fast fire rate. And the unique effect debuff. So you can definitely use a Thunder Cage as well. I've tried it out. But the Python is significantly better, in my personal opinion. But don't hesitate to use your stacked Thunder Cage on her. You can still do so.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
I wouldn't say tier lists are for noobs. The only thing that I'll say is that, quite frankly, oops, sorry, my chat just died for a second. You need a tier list to guide you on the fencer? Can't help you with that. Hey, Roulant. But if you think the Thunder Cage is the strongest in the game, absolutely go for it. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Vulgus warp energy surge confirmed.
But I wouldn't say that they are. I wouldn't say that they are for noobs. And look, quite frankly, Brave, a lot of people do need content creators to think for them. Our job is to simplify things for people and to be professional about it. Whether the creator chooses to do that or not, that's up to them. But look, I wouldn't say they're for noobs. It's just that, look, a lot of people rely on them because from other games, they believe that tier lists are the way to go. And if they are experienced with games that use tier lists, I can see why they would seek one. So I wouldn't call them noobs for that. But what I would say is that for games like this, I do make the judgment that tier lists here are for people who are fools because they do not understand that. So I wouldn't say noobs, I would say fools, but I do understand why people would seek them as well. Because when you're new, if you're experienced with the other games, you might look at the tier list as like a godlike method of guidance, but realistically, what you have to understand is that the more you delve into versatility and things like that, and build for your own pleasure and things like that, you'll find that tier lists may not be always the way to go. Yeah, sure. If you like tier lists, then go for it. As long as you're not following them religiously. The biggest problem only occurs when people use the tier list as a gospel, or basically they say, "Oh, but this is B tier," or even worse, they judge other people for it without even understanding. This is why I think tier lists enhance toxicity for most games. So I never built them. I never do tier lists because I think it's a waste of time and I think it's low effort content. Because if somebody wants to put up a tier list, they need to give a very, very long video essay on why their tier list works the way it does, because they need to give full proof and evidence, mathematically calculated as well, about why their tier list works the way it is. If they cannot do that, if they're just giving their opinion and judgment based on feelings, then that's probably the bad way to go. Maybe they're new. Fair enough, Mick. But then again, you only play Sharon, so I understand. I'm looking forward to it. Which map is this mission on? Pay attention to the stream and you might find out. Jose, you can upgrade it, but you have to hit the join button again. I'm pretty sure it's the same join button, and then you can upgrade the tier from there.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Oh, damn, yeah, I don't think he's gonna have the time. On the fencer, not really, my friend. Unfortunately, that was a challenge that was designed to be completed at the start, which is why they tried to change things around. They won't be doing that again for the future seasons, but yeah, the 200k kills, like, the only way I can think of it is to just do defense missions all day and bring a bunny. Your bunny has to be doing stuff like this. It's pretty hard to farm, but it can be done, but quite boring. You have to just do defense all day and just go around murdering things. Or you can go to the bunny cave. The bunny cave, if you go in a private server, right, and you kill everything in the bunny cave, that's about 100 kills per run. So it can take a bit of effort, but you can get it done. I apologize, Jose, because genuinely it's supposed to be from the same join button. Once you hit the join button, you should be able to upgrade your membership. Upgrade your membership tier on YouTube. Tristan? Of course they will. You should be reporting anyone that advertises a boosting service. Advertising is legal in the game. So if you see anyone advertising a boosting service, and if you ever use a boosting service, you would be considered to be going against the terms of service. Take note that you can, alright, under the social menu, you hit somebody's name, just as an example. I'm not going to report this person, but there's a lot of stuff here, right? Okay? Illegal ads is inappropriate chatting, so you tick this one and you say that this person is advertising. Boosting services are not allowed. Please take note of that. And yeah, you might need to be on a browser, Jose. Don't forget that. If you're on an iPhone, there's no join button. Yeah. Okay. Like Randy says, next to my name, then yeah, or try the link that Rena posted. Thanks, Rena, for sorting that out. Yep. Sorry, Rena, could you send me a screenshot of that? Because I can't see it on my end. Because this is something that only the viewers can see. Could you send me a quick screenshot in a DM? I'd love to have it as a reference so I could guide people more effectively. Thank you so much, by the way. And yes, boosting prices are funny because, like I said, they're expensive and not worth your time. Why do you need to boost when you can just go to the block Kyber mine? I have my Python from 1 to 40 in like 3 runs. Easy peasy. I don't have to think. Just bring Bunny and that's like less than 40 minutes of effort. Like literally while chatting with you guys, I've earned like 2 million gold. I'm just doing this. It's so chilly Manjaro. I don't even have to think. Bro, that's wild. Okay, thank you so much, Rena. I appreciate that. Exactly. Giving your account details to people you don't know is a very, very bad idea. No, no, no. You catch anyone advertising, you report them on my behalf. They have a problem with you, you send them to me. We are legit gamers here. We don't do no boosting services. We don't do no crap like that. Alright, no, 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 no. In fact, you don't even need a boosting service. Just go to the world chat and ask for help. People will help you. Or you can even just go to the LFG in the official Discord and ask for help and people will help you. Mm-hmm. You can do that too, Fred. For me, I do it this way. The only acceptable price is a high five emote. Lol. Now that comment's okay. Hang on, let me wave to Haza. Hi, Haza. And thank you, Rena. I appreciate the screenshot. Let me have a look at it. Ah, okay. Ooh, so it's there. Ah, thank you, thank you. That really helps. Thank you very much, Rena. There's a world chat, dude. You see, you're in the normal chat, right? You switch over, here's world chat. This one, reported. Da, 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 done. See, just like that. Just like that. Booster, gone. Does the bunny cave give code breakers? No, only the bunny run. If you guys want to see the bunny run, I can go and do it right now. Absolutely, Tristan. That's why I help to report those that are chatting, and please let other people in world chat know. Boosting is legal, and you will get in trouble for it. Hey, listen, all right? That's called a family, Mick. That's called a family.
Descendant, this is number 17.
But thank you for being a member.
Being held inside this facility. I'm going in. I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me. There's movement in the pattern of the enemy forces. They may be waiting for reinforcements. Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer. It's highly likely that a bogus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately.
Yeah, I know. But that's okay. Even at the very least, we should keep banning them. Because if we don't take any action and we don't ban them, you know, they'll think that they rule this place. So at the very least, report them. I'll let you know what reactors are dropping after a while, but yeah, this is basically the Bunny Road. This one can drop code breakers, so you just want to go through. I think it's dropping auxiliary supports today. Yeah, it's not dropping reactors. It seems to be dropping auxiliary HP auxiliary supports. So it's not reactors this week.
Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer. It's highly likely that a bogus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone. Enemy target identified. But it doesn't
Defeating Obstructor on hard. All you need is a bunny for Obstructor. Okay, so the bunny will delete his orbs and delete him. That's how you beat Obstructor, very easy. Obstructor very the easy boss. All you have to do is you just go there and you bring bunny and you win.
There's movement in the pattern of the enemy forces. They may be waiting for reinforcements. Survey of the facility is almost complete.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
It's highly likely that a bogus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified, but it doesn't seem to be a commander level unit. Take them out anyway.
Just like that. Okay.
No signs of SMO
For access to Discord, okay, you will need a minimum of plus ultra, all right, but there'll still be a waiting period. So I'll usually detail this once the person DMs me, and of course the only fan members will take priority over plus ultra, but the minimum is plus ultra. So think seriously before committing. Listen, Tristan, Bunny is not going to receive a nerf. The devs have a no nerf policy. You shouldn't be able to, but you might be able to. Let me just double check that. It might be possible. You never know. Garbenzo beans. It says only the ultra precise. So it seems to be only the ultra precise, so you should not be from the blue vaults, but maybe somebody got one, I don't know. I've opened up dozens with Enzo and never gotten one, so who knows? I mean, maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. Never you know. You know never. I read manga or manhwa, but do I watch anime? Nah. No time to watch, too busy. Working. Hey, Jose also plus ultra,
A
alright.
new member has arrived.
Give me your Discord, man. I'm gonna be your friend right now, Jose. Oh, come on. Let's go. Lol, it's okay, Mick. Dude, I can't believe they nerfed the flamethrower and the breaker incendiary. It was so bad. I looked at that, I was like, this is trash. This is so trash. No, I shall be needy right now, Jose.
Welcome
Give me
to
your
the
Discord.
modules,
But yeah, no, whenever you're ready, you give me your Discord. It's okay. Yes, yes. You should always put module increase. That is correct. Toothiest Wolf is correct. Do that. If you do not do that, or as Star would say, if you do not do that, problems will be had. So please do that. Or else, muy problems. Okay, time for me to manually select all this. Gorilla King, welcome to the Weird Bots. Enjoy the badges, man. Enjoy the badges. Boom shakalaka. Now I'll keep all these for Haley. Oh yeah, no, I'm looking forward to playing my Glade build too. Like I said, I'm gonna modify a few things, then I'm gonna try a few things. No, thank you guys for all becoming awesome. Jose, CG Mayhem, and of course Haza, thank you very much. All right, we appreciate all ya. It's very nice to have you all with us. Thank you for being a part of the family, okay? I appreciate it. It's not easy, but we appreciate it. Yeah, I don't trust IGN with anything, so yeah, no thanks. I will stay away from that. Game journos are on a scale of 1 to they are Yes, new humans I like. Midair is the one that I'm pretty sure everybody uses because midair maneuvering is pretty much the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. So yeah, midair for sure. Okay, look, we don't know whether the trader will be the one to take away all those. So Artemis, there is a trader coming, but we don't know if that is the trader, all right? So it's coming in October. I will announce things closer to that date when the information comes out, because there's nothing I can tell you right now that is not already public information. So a traitor is coming, but I don't know if that is the traitor. Do I have a video on which gun's abilities to maximize first? All of them. But Python's a pretty good bet because it's used for a lot of characters. I will tell you this much.
Descendant, this is number 17. SMO may be being held inside this facility. I'm going in. I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me. There's movement in the pattern of the enemy forces.
The Spython is what I use most.
Reinforcements. Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer.
Enjoy the farm. But yeah, I love the Python, and I think that that is one of the good ones to max out first, because it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's pretty killer, not gonna lie. No, patch doesn't drop today, my guy.
No signs of SMO or any.
Don't know where you got that idea. No. Season 1 starts in 29.
Enemy target identified. But it doesn't seem to be a
No
command.
patch today, pal.
Take them out anyway.
Don't be getting them weird. Don't be getting that weird information, alright? Trusted sources only, and certainly don't be looking for game journal information.
Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me.
Yeah, I like I said, Clark, I refuse to watch anything by them. I don't care how legit it is. The only source that my information comes from is from the devs, and if they did not allow me to play the preview, that's okay. But I don't really care. I'll talk about it in my own video. And I have no desire to ever reference anything from a game journal. You don't have to only trust me, but I would say I just don't trust any game journals. I don't care how legit they are or might be. IGN are the ones that were dunking on Black Myth Wukong, and then Black Myth Wukong became such a hit, and then they were the first to release like guides on it that are bad anyway. So I trust them about as far as I can throw them. Sorry, not sorry. Until the devs themselves come to me and say, "Hey, robot, publish this information." I don't talk about it.
I'll need to search a different zone.
That's how I keep it real. I refuse to feed into the game journalist industry.
I'm going in.
They dropped the dev notes for season 1 already. That's what I was going through at the start of stream. So tomorrow I'll have a video about it where I talk about it, explain it. We've discussed it quite a bit at the start of the stream, and now I'm just back to chilling and farming. But I'm looking forward to season 1. Black Myth Wukong is selling super well. See you later, trooper. Black Myth Wukong sold so many copies. I mean, sure, it's primarily within Asian countries because Wukong's mythology is pretty big for us. But they did so well, and, you know, I respect that. But IGN and a few others were shitting on it before it even came out. Like, I don't know. I just can't trust that industry. You know, the game journalism industry, I'm sure there are some good journalists in there, but I just can't trust them, you know? I feel that they bring too much discord and chaos. I feel that they are like vultures preying on corpses of things. Me as a professional, I can't do that.
I'm going in. I won't be long.
My job as a professional is just to comment on what I know and what, like, for example, if the devs say this, then I say this. That's it. My job is not to give an opinion or speculate.
Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer.
Oh yeah, mostly Chinese too. Ready for Discord info? Yeah, sure, Jose. Give it to me.
It's highly likely
Oh, I'm just farming gold and proficiency here a little bit.
eliminate them immediately. Enemy target
Jeez, Jose, trying to randomly give me your Discord when I'm in the middle of my runs, bro. Trying to make me miss the information.
Facility survey complete.
All right, hit me.
No signs
Hit me
of
with your
SMO
info.
or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
Okay, good. That I don't know. Korean players are on our servers, so they might have. I mean, look, there's no way to be sure. I lost all my trust in them a long while back, and also in a lot of the video game journalism industry. So nowadays, I tend to, as a professional, without ragging on them too much, I would just say that, look, what I do
New subscriber
is
detected.
I check stuff myself, and I look at the info myself, If they have got some insider exclusive access or whatever, that's up to them. I don't worry about that. I just do, like for example, right now I'm partnered with Nexon. I just do what Nexon tells me to do. Nexon releases X amount of information. I watch that. I don't bother with anything else. Mostly because of, but I feel this way also. What solidified my opinion on this was mostly Helldivers.
Inside this facility. I'm going in. I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me. There's movement in the pattern of the enemy forces.
I tell you, I think Jose is gonna make me look out for his Discord name somehow randomly.
Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on, just a little
I'll try though. I'll try to keep a sharp eye out. The devs are just really bad, that's all.
If you see one, eliminate them immediately.
If you found a game-breaking glitch yesterday, report it on the official Discord or send it to them with video evidence on social media. First, you can just @ First Descendant on X. Just attach your video and you're good to go. You posted it twice. Damn, Jose. Where is it? I don't see it in my chat. What? The last message I got was from you was ready for Discord info and there's no other message from you. So your message could have been hidden. Unless you posted a comment. No, you didn't post a comment. Okay, tell you what, alright? Do you like, because it's not coming up in my chat and I don't know why. So I don't know where you posted it, but it's literally not in my chat. I've checked all the different chats and it's literally not there. Oh, okay. Wait, I think I can see it now. Hold on. Approve message. Jeez Louise, that is wild. Okay, wait, I got it. I had to wow, I think it's because your message was like that it just I'll try. Bro, what is this name? Okay, there you go. It's not the mods keeping it from me, YouTube's keeping it from me because YouTube thinks that's spam right there. TFD runs fine on a PC. Dude, I played Helldivers religiously until this thing came out, then I stopped playing it. I was the general of the Super Earth Elite. Now no point. Hang on, I'm gonna send you a message right now, Jose. Nerd! No, it's not Haktua, but goddamn. His name, what the hell? What the hell? This is Environment Contamination Zone. This is the right place to be. They swapped the names. So in actuality, this abandoned refinery unit used to be this one, but they swapped the names. So actually, the one you're supposed to do is Environment Contamination Zone. No, don't worry. It wasn't you because YouTube filters some messages for me that look like spam. I have to go and manually retrieve them. I'm like, bruh. YouTube literally thought his message was spam. Sure, whatever floats your boat, man. It's all good. As long as you're happy with the name. Alright, and now I've got you at it, so it's okay. Progress has been made. I can't wait for the filters for reactors and stuff. Oh, that'll be a blessing. But no, I'm just here for a little bit of extra proficiency, a little bit of extra gold. But now I'm going back to Albion because I want my proficiency up again. Oh, absolutely, Artemis. It pushed everybody away. Yep, Arrowhead destroyed their own game, and I got no qualms about saying it. They destroyed their own game. Enjoy, Praetorian. All right. Yeah, no, keep the stream up and grind as much as you like, because I'm doing the same thing. Jason, I don't know when they blew. I don't know when they blew your mind. I don't know when they swapped the names, but I think it was the last patch. The names just randomly swapped one day. I was like, you know? But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And I respect it. And now respect it. Good on you, Brave. Enjoy your purchases of cosmetics. Speaking of that, if anyone has not yet already registered me as their creator, Nightbot just put up the link. Make sure you guys register me as your content creator. All right. Thank you very much if you do. I'd appreciate it greatly. All right. All you have to do is register me and then don't worry about it for 2 months. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool, Clark.
So slow.
But sounds like the phone game did something weird there, or just bad programming. Nah, Helldivers 2, what I feel is that the devs made their money and they don't care anymore. They know that their game is just, like, the devs were based at the start, but they've proven that they don't care about the players. They only care about their own artistic vision. However, their artistic vision is bad. So because said artistic vision is bad, I have no desire to be a part of whatever they're selling. They can keep that shenanigans. I'ma go do some real stuff. Juan Diego, the music in the game is already reduced. So what I would suggest is that, hang on, he probably can't hear me.
Get out of the way!
It's okay, Juan. And lol, it was a secondary tab, and there you go. Imagine tabbing anything else while I'm here. Shameful.
High-level Vulgus closing in.
But at least now you know.
First.
I'm glad your problem was resolved, my guy. But sometimes there are sound issues. Usually they just refresh the stream and it's all good to go.
Multiple Vulgus forces detected. Recommend
Okay,
elimination
Brave.
of all their defensive forces.
You can just go to the website and their official Discord link is there. So if you go to the First Descendant website, you can just log straight into the Discord from there. And you can go give feedback. No problem, DeAndre. I hope it helps. The more people that give feedback, the better. You can also target them on social media. Tag them on social media. So if you're on Twitter or whatever, you can just add them on First Descendant and be like, hey, can you fix this? But just make sure you've got video evidence. It's always good if you showcase in a little video or something. The devs can get a better idea of what's going on.
Picking up a signal for a unit whose power capabilities are off the scale.
New subscriber detected.
Yes. You're not supposed to switch mods during combat. That's an exploit.
New subscriber detected.
Yeah, nothing wrong with loving Enzo.
Reinforcing their defense.
Every character can be a good bosser. It's just about how much of a glass cannon do you want to be. Or how much survival you want to be. I don't worry about who's the best bosser because anyone can do it. Viesa can do it, Lepic can do it, literally all of them can do it. So it's just about going glass cannon. But again, even Bunny can go glass cannon and do bossing like that, but again, I generally don't recommend it. You can do it if you want, but I would not do it. Who's the best nuke? There's all of them. There's a whole bunch of them. Hell, Izamo could do it. What you gotta understand is that it's not this Descendant's the best. Never ever ask me which Descendant's the best because the answer is gonna be the same every single time. That's what I try to educate people on. It's about how you build it. Anyone can be the best if you go full nuke. Nice, Andre. I hope you enjoy your ultimate. Well, it's not something that I can do right now. Like I said, I'm focusing on ultimates. I've got a lot to do before I get to Izamo, but at some point I will. Yeah, I have like hundreds as well, so don't even sweat it. We're all in the same boat.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Sweat it not, my friend. Sweat it not.
Vulgus warp energy surge confirmed. Looks like we'll be met with defensive forces.
You want XP? Bunny Cave. You want actual gold, mods, and all that other stuff? Bunny Road. There you go. That's the answer. They might do that in future. You never know when they'll update Greg's explosions. If enough players speak up about it, they probably will. So my suggestion would be let them know about it. Let them know the explosions are a bit too similar and that you need it changed. If players don't speak up about what they want changed, and by the way, speak to the devs, not me, changes won't come. So make sure you guys be active with the devs on social media. They may not read or reply to your comment. Sorry, they may not reply to your comment, but they do read them. Go to the Axis Info, Juan Diego. Go to Axis Info. Go to the specific one that you want to look for and check where to find it in Axis Info. Or combine modules. Remember, if you want to find and farm anything in the game, please learn to use Axis Info. The more you guys use access info, the more you'll be able to find anything. Asking on stream won't get you an answer. I'll tell you to use access info because you're supposed to be able to get this information in game. Then use the spare modules you have and start combining. Also, Sharpshooter is a purple mod. If you've got a 5% drop rate, are you in normal mode? Don't try to do stuff in normal mode. Progress through normal mode, you don't need that. You don't need that for normal mode. You should only farm modules in hard mode. So, unless you're talking about sharp precision shot. Very different modules. Sharpshooter is purple. And you can just combine purple modules. Okay, look, Juan, if you're gonna be rude to me when I'm just trying to help you, then just get a 24-hour chat ban. Next question. Which map has the bunny run? You can actually check out my video on it, 135. If you want answers in future, Juan, don't be rude to the content creator. I'm just trying to help you here. And you need to know the info that you're searching for in the first place. How am I supposed to help you there? Anyway, coming back to it. So, Mr. 135 Drift, if you just checked my videos, have you checked out my First Descendant playlist? Because if you haven't checked my playlist yet, this is where you'll find my playlist. Make sure you go to my playlist, and from my playlist, you'll be able to actually see all the videos I've made. Go check out how to farm gold, XP, and code breakers. That covers the bunny run. It explains everything you'll need, including a basic farming build for you in there. Alright? That'll help you do the bunny run as fast as you can. Now, of course, if you use my endgame farming bunny build, you'll go even faster. So make sure you do check that out. That playlist is your resource for a lot of stuff in the game. So asking on stream may not be as helpful as watching those videos. Those videos will give you a lot of info, and that's where you'll get most of your help. Alright? So do check out that playlist. It'll be big for you. And Andre, sorry if you had a question, I may have missed it. How do you get shot focus? Okay, shot focus is done by combining modules. If you look at shot focus in Access Info, it says you can only obtain it by combining modules. So do check Access Info. They've updated it to show. Previously it was blank. Now it actually shows that it's from combining modules. So you have to combine purple modules to get it. Alright? There are some recipes that can increase your chance of getting it, but it's not a guaranteed success. You're just gonna have to combine until you get it. Alright, so I hope that helps. No problem, 135. I make less money from my videos than I do from streams, but the reason why I always send people to watch videos is because videos are so helpful for your growth. If you really want to learn this game, all the videos are there. Watch, learn, understand, grow. And you'll do better and better and better. Oh, they just abandoned. Okay. Yeah, because I think if you don't... I think the specific recipe is 3 Cerulean Descendant mods with 3 Cerulean Descendant mods with 1 Gold Cerulean Descendant mod, and you should be able to get it. So that is the combo that gives you the best chance. I think it's like 7%, but most of the time it's gonna be like yeah, 0.7%. So I got it by just combining like hell, but RNG's RNG, you know, so that's how it goes. I like that this bunny is going fast, but I need gold.
High-level vault
No,
is
you
closing
cannot get
in.
Enzo's mods by
Target this
combining.
unit first.
Enzo is the only mod you must open the vaults for. You cannot obtain it by combining. I've tried. I've tried so hard and gotten so far. But in the end, it didn't even matter, my guy. It didn't even matter, I tell you that much. No problem, CG. Happy to help. And you can get all the modules through combining except for Enzo's mods. True, Fred. I don't take the easy way out either. I just throw 4 purple mods like a real man. Yes, that is correct. Exactly. I'll have a video on the system coming out later on. But basically, once you catalyze a slot, settings 1, 2, and 3 are the same, right? But let's say in setting 2 you want to catalyze a different slot, you can just recatalyze that and switch between them anytime. Easy peasy. Yes, Cerulean Descendant mods will help. So if you ever need to do that kind of shenanigans, right? I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna show y'all just a little bit of this.
Ask me anything about
My guy, it's always a depressing grind for Enzo mods. 110%. The universal slots will not be coming though. Yes, that feature does drop day 1, Clark. Again, if you guys missed the start of the stream where I talked about all of this already, please wait for tomorrow's video. If you were not here at the very start of the stream where all of this was already discussed, then please, please, please come and watch tomorrow's video instead. All of it will be rehashed for you, summarized, and you guys will be good to go. But for the sake of my throat, I don't want to be constantly repeating the information. Okay, let's see. You can select Descendant modules, socket type Cerulean, and you can do something like this. So, right? Okay. Sorry, this is for dismantling. Let me put that back to normal. Combining. So under combining, what you do is Cerulean, Descendant, scroll down. So I have this many Cerulean Descendant slots for combining. Maybe I want to put in, say, 1 overwhelming HP, autoimmune, psychological victory, weighing scale, something like that. I don't have a lot of copies, so I'm not doing this now, but you can pretty much do something like this to improve your chances. But what I usually do is I just see 4 purple mods, go. Speaking of which, I forgot I have to do some research.
If there's something
Darn.
you need, you'll need to pay.
Okay, Enduring Legacy, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. There we go. No, they can come here for answers, but I will probably just do the summary video tomorrow instead, because if I have to go through the whole patch notes again, it's gonna kill me, so I'll wait. Well, there's a guy with a very unpleasant title over there. That's a weirdo and a half. I'm gonna stay away from him. You know, I haven't gone for the neutralized void experiment in some time. I'm gonna go in there. Haza, are you trying to get the hand? I'm gonna give you the hand. I'm gonna give you the hand. But if you want to kill your content creator, that's also okay. I don't think you can. I have all 4 and that's impossible. If you can somehow skip it by researching the weapon outright, that is so wrong. I will try it on the next time. But, you know, that is not supposed to happen. That's not the intended system. Yeah, that is not supposed to happen, Toothiest Wolf. I'll try it next round, but again, you are not supposed to be able to do that. Everyone just calls me Robot, man. Aren't you just speeding up the crafting? You're basically just speeding up the crafting. It will cost you 90 caliber. Dude, no. Yeah, then that's okay. That's okay. They're basically shortcutting system. Okay, that's fine. But I ain't spending the caliber. You nerd. You nerd. Don't be giving people tips that'll cost them caliber. Free to play here, alright?
New subscriber detected.
Hey, Ricksaw.
We've been waiting for you. We've detected void
I am
energy
the
at
ultimate boss
enemy
bot, but
base.
dear lord.
Assistance.
Dear lord, y'all trying to test my patience. Y'all ever give that tip again, alright? This hand is gonna come through my computer screen, go straight to yours, and poke you in the face.
With an ambush like that, it's no wonder our people were caught unawares.
So slow. Shield.
Pretty much, Ricksaw, pretty much. Yeah, you better not mean it. But it's okay. Thank you for sharing the tip. I'm just glad that I realized it costs caliber. Because don't forget, people come here for the F2P info. If we give them stuff that costs them caliber and they go off and try it, I'm responsible. So guys, please do not do that, alright? I gotta keep it professional here. I'm supposed to do everything free to play. That's why I never finish researches. I've got the caliber, but if I do that, I would be breaking my commitment to FTP for Nexon, so no, cannot do that. No comment at this moment. I'm satisfied with what the devs have put out. Japanese name, dude. I'm not liable, but I'm still responsible, and I take my responsibilities seriously. Because at the end of the day, sure, I'm not liable, but hey, I want people here who are coming here for the FTP info, for that kind of stuff. I want them to enjoy themselves and, you know, not get misled, so I gotta be careful with that kind of thing. Call it whatever, but it's my professionalism, I guess.
These are the pulses
And you
detecting
know I
void
stay
spread.
professional. I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna reach number 1 if I'm not a professional kind of guy. Yeah, because I don't buy any power. I'm not even allowed, like, some of the bundles, they give you an energy activator and crystallization catalyst. I'm not allowed to use those. I have to farm it myself. That's the rule. So, I do buy the skins to support the devs, but even if I were to purchase stuff in a bundle, I'm not allowed to use
Watch
it.
out, enemy ambush.
I have every mod, so yeah. Well, that might be the case, Toothiest Wolf, but I'm a professional, so you shall be held to my standards. And if you fail to meet them, then I will have to eat all the food in your refrigerator and murder your whole family. And possibly also chew on the bones of your children, just so you know. And I may or may not sacrifice them to the dark gods. Maybe. That one's a maybe, 50%.
It's appeared from another dimension.
I mean, I'm allowed to buy Descendant slots and stuff like that. Like items that are necessary to continue my journey, as it would be called, I'm allowed to buy. I just cannot buy boosters or anything that would assist in my progression. Hey, listen, they didn't give me no extra drop juice, okay? That is a rumor that just became the truth because everybody started believing it so hard. I think y'all manifested it. All right? So for those that don't know what Jose talked about, basically a rumor started 3 weeks ago that if you watch my stream, you get better drop luck, right? So it's a rumor. Obviously, it's not fact. What happens is that everybody started getting better luck in my streams. I don't know how y'all did it. Maybe you somehow manifested it with your massive psychic brain powers, but now it actually is the truth. So like, I don't know what to do with that information, but it is what it is. I can use the boost in the battle pass, yes, but not outside of that. I can also use free boosters that they give in like the mailbox and stuff, but nothing out. But I cannot purchase one. See, everybody thought we were joking, but it's been happening legit. So people have been like coming to my streams and getting better drop luck. It's like, okay, whatever. So now it's actually funny. Like I said, I don't know how y'all did it. Call it the power of belief or manifestation or something, but y'all somehow did it. I'm serious, Isaac. I'm not kidding. Like, at first it was just a funny rumor that, you know, we started for fun. Then it really happened. Then I was like, okay, whatever. This is weird, but I'm gonna accept it. I'm not gonna say no. If you think about it, it's a free boost to my channel, right? Because people know who to watch. Now that one I know is a joke. Because that's impossible, but...
It's appeared from another dimension.
But it's always funny, I swear to God. It's amazing how things that are just jokes become reality. I'm starting to think we're orcs, Mick. I'm pretty sure we're orcs. We're literally all a bunch of orcs just believing stuff. Nah, I wouldn't nerf or block Bunny at all. Rather, I would make it so that there are other characters that can compete with her farming. Right now, none of the other characters can. If Freyna's poison functioned more like, you ever seen the Lich in Dota 2? If it functioned more like the Lich's ultimate, where her poison hit the target and bounced between different targets, Freyna would be a great farmer. You see? So rather than nerfing Bunny, what they need to do is just make sure that other Descendants can also compete with her farming capabilities. Valby's Plop Plop should cover, or her water in general, should cover massive areas. Like, if her water could be spread everywhere, you know, and had the same kind of range as Bunny's stuff, she could compete with Bunny. She should bring the whole damn ocean with her, you know what I'm saying? If you got feedback on that, Toothies, we'll definitely feed it back to the devs. Maybe ask them to let us hold it so we can choose when to use it. That'll be great. Good quality of life change. I'm farming gold today. And also leveling up my Python so I can catalyze it one time to fix a mistake. Because I made a big boo-boo. I made a big boo-boo. Yeah, I'm about the same. For this one, I don't need damage, so I took out my damage and my health to get more range, and it works pretty well. What boo-boo? I catalyzed a slot that I forgot I was not... Okay, look. I don't know how, but maybe I was on my medication for my cough or whatever, and I thought to myself, oh yeah, if I just change the slot now, I won't have to do it in Season 1. I don't know why I thought that. But that's not how that works, because the system isn't in the game yet. So now I have to... I basically wasted 2 catalysts, put it that way. I'm kind of sad about it, but it is what it is.
New subscriber detected.
So would I, Mick. So would I.
Watch out, enemy ambush.
And listen, they might make a new Bunny Summer skin in future. You never know. There's always a possibility for that. Yep, very expensive mistake, so I'm kind of sad right now. But it's okay, I'll just cry myself to sleep later. Sure it is, Japanese name dude. If your wallet is ready, I better see a red super chat from you considering all the questions you asked me, man. And Toothiest Wolf, go join the official Discord or engage with the devs on social media and you can give them feedback. Sorry for not addressing that question till now. I'm trying to read as fast as I can.
To your death. Out of my way.
Yes, I'm allowed to buy Descendant slots. But I'm not allowed to buy the Descendant. That's why Haley, I will be farming her day one. That is Progress Engineer. Yeah, I understand that, Brandon, but it's okay. It is how it is.
You see that? Void energy detected.
Sharon doesn't have many costumes. Valby definitely for sure, but Sharon no. Sharon doesn't even have a maid outfit, poor lady. Mostly because she's got no arms, but no, Loyo, I do not watch anything from IGN. Period. But I know what's coming in season 1 and I'll produce my own video on it tomorrow.
No chance.
ETA Zero, yeah, I'll have a video on him in October when he
Void
drops.
energy located. That's definitely our target.
Don't worry, I got you guys. Yeah, thanks, Loyo, but I'm sorry, but I've got a policy of never watching IGN. So thank you very much for the info, but I will be closing that discussion because we do not do that here. General, if you missed the patch notes discussion, which I did at the start of the video, then don't worry because tomorrow's video will explain everything you need to know about Season 1, okay? So don't worry, my video summary will come out tomorrow. Yeah. You can either watch the start of the stream and see the whole discussion happen, or you can watch tomorrow's video instead.
Watch out, enemy ambush.
So yeah, if you're unfortunately late to the party, you have to wait till tomorrow's video. But it'll cover everything that I covered at the start of the stream. Ooh, good thing I swung up here. Spoderman, Spoderman. Spoderman does what Spoderman does. Fair enough, no worries. No worries, Mick. Catch you in the morning, pal.
There's an ambush like that. No wonder our people were caught unawares.
Supply moisture is generally the best choice for Valby, yeah. But she also needs to be built up in different ways. So depending on what you're actually trying to run with her, she can be built up in quite a variety of different ways. Oh. This poor new bunny.
With an ambush like that, no wonder our people were caught unawares.
Haley is not an ultimate character, she's a regular Descendant. She's just a normal Haley. Haley in main, alien brain. Of course, OP. It's great. And you can change it to a glass cannon build, and you can change it to the bossing build. So I'll put up the glass cannon build day after tomorrow. I will try to farm her within 2 days, yes. But day one, probably not. I will try to farm her ASAP though. With the help of my friends, it should be easy. I believe they will have something like that coming out in Season 2. They've already said that utility companions are going to be a thing. So I'm pretty sure that they will have a way for us to... they'll have a way for the pets to pick up our loot. That's what they said is coming in Season 2. I cannot confirm whether it's still on the menu, but that's so far what we thought about. And I do think that they made some mention of it. No, Season 1 is out 29th August. So if you guys are not familiar, then please watch my videos on Season 1, when to learn about the release date, all that kind of stuff. It's not out now, alright? If you watch my videos, you always stay updated with the news, but if you don't watch the videos, then you will not know when stuff is, because in every video, I've told people the date. 29 August, not before. They might have something up their sleeve, you never know. There's always that possibility. There is already an auto disassemble. Oh wait, you mean automatically junk. There will be additional filters that you can add in, but it won't automatically junk them. It will just be able to filter your search better. So that when you do junk them, it'll be with much more efficiency. But you will be able to dismantle in combat, so that's also another big benefit. Those of you that want to know more about the patch notes, please go to the start of the stream. Alright, it was covered all there. Either that or wait for tomorrow's video. Other than that, please, if you haven't already, please re-register me as your content creator. Alright, registering me as a content creator only lasts for 2 months. After those 2 months, you need to re-register, or you can extend your support right now. Hit that link, go there and do that. And of course, like the stream too. Thank you guys. That one I think will come in Season 2 with the pets. I mean, you can make a suggestion right now when the utility companions come in to have them auto-disassemble stuff. That might be okay. I think that the devs are always open to suggestions, so do not hesitate to give suggestions or give feedback. Yeah, I'll go one more time. The XP is not as good as block kyber mining, but the gold is very good. Excuse me. Just need one more so I can get the gold and go. My gold amount is increasing nicely. Proficiency almost done. Everything's looking good. I'm loving it. Do I have a vid on where to get catalyst mats fast? No, because it's not necessary. If you go to Access Info, Crystallization Catalyst. This one, just go to these missions and in fact you'll have a whole bunch. This one, just go to this outpost. Any of them, you get a whole bunch. This one, open up vaults, you get a whole bunch. This one, I mean, everybody knows about the... well, if you don't know, it's in White Knight Gulch. It's literally called Fortress Outskirts. That's the mission. Everybody just goes there. Or Borderline of Truth. But I just go to Fortress Outskirts. But yeah, there's no need to get it fast because there's so many options. Just go do any of them. Well, the gun version of Valby is pretty good, but I think I'm going to wait for the Crystallization Catalyst to fix mine. Because yeah, I have a feeling that Valby's strong, but she does have a couple of weaknesses that I want to address, so I'm waiting.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. We've detected void energy at an enemy base and need your assistance. With an ambush like that, it's no wonder our people were caught unawares.
Out of my way! Get out of the way!
New subscriber detected.
Ooh, a new subscriber. Welcome. Welcome, human being. Not yet, Loyo. I will have one in future, don't you worry. But there's a lot that's being worked on right now, so I hope you can understand.
It's appeared from another dimension. I knew it. These are the pulses detected in void experiments.
Serious?
I actually messed up my Thunder Cage build, so that's why I didn't release it this week. I'm going to release it, but I need to put in a bit more work and fix it up because I screwed up just like I screwed up on the Python. But the Python was a mistake. The Thunder Cage, I just genuinely didn't know. Then I realized only much later on, I was like, wait a second. Oh my god, this is bad.
No wonder our people were caught unawares.
So that's a thing.
Appeared from another dimension.
Hello everybody, give me 1 second, my YouTube chat just died. Just me who's this supply moisture underwhelming. I mean Enzo's supply module does beat it, but supply moisture is what Valby's got. So, you know, I mean Valby ain't Enzo, right? So there you go. And if people don't want to play Enzo and they want to play Valby, then there you go, you know?
You've identified a target as emitting void pulses. Pursue it.
Super hard dungeon matchmaking is fine, but the only thing is that you better be sure that, because some of the areas, people don't know how to pad the score. So you better hope that they know how to pad the score. Because some of the dungeons, as far as I know, they still require padding. If you go in there and they screw it up, then that's rough. You might not meet the double amorphous drop. If the person just goes in there and rushes, then oof. So I would still probably solo those. MV, you can't delete them anyway, so just keep the spare parts until the trading comes in. Well, not trading with other players, but they have indicated that they may have some systems for us to trade them for currency or disassemble them later on. So for now, just keep them. There's nothing you can do about it. They will add a way to adjust them in future though, so don't worry.
It's appeared from another dimension.
And how you doing, Exiled? I hope you're doing good, yeah? I don't think there was a discard, or at least not that I'm aware of. There might be. Excuse me. You never know. But I've kept every single piece because I want to save them until they can be disassembled. No, in that case, there you go. But it's alright. Like I said, they'll add a way for us to deal with them in future, so don't worry too much.
You see that? Void energy detected.
I'm kind of in that boat right now, so I'm like, yeah. Cause I don't know, like it just feels like such a waste to do it now. So I'm kind of holding back as well. Right now I want to farm all the stuff first, and then I'll worry about the other stuff next week. Like once the catalyst slots come in, oh, I'm going back to work. I'm going back to work. But for now, I think it's best that I just farm up all the stuff and get started on at least the basics of the build, because the basics of the build won't change. The most important things are the variable components.
No chance.
I'm just farming gold. And getting this to 40. That's it.
Target acquired. Do not lose track of the void energy.
My shield is down. Shield is damaged. My shield.
You see that? Void energy detected.
Out of my way.
You got the title for earning 100 million gold. Nice. Dude, I got that ages ago. I blew all my gold already. I'm spending even more right now. I'm so sad about it because it cost me like so much to test different modules. This 4 million gold I'm earning, that's gonna be gone in a snap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. As soon as this is done, that gold is gone. That gold is just gone. It's over.
With an ambush like that, it's no wonder our people were caught unawares.
For real. But yes, no, I definitely want to wait to change my Thunder Cage to Theus because like I said, I already screwed it up, and I don't know. I do kind of want to fix it, but at the same time, I'm thinking about whether or not I should wait. I might release some other builds first that I haven't screwed up. Might be better. The problem is building on a budget is hella hard, so I gotta admit that it ain't easy.
It's appeared from another dimension.
That is how it is, General. It does, Jose, it does. No, that's just the rule that I have. I'm supposed to play free to play.
Void energy located. That's
Because
definitely
look,
our target.
what is a content creator's job supposed to be? It's not supposed to go buy everything and then show you guys, hey man, I've got this amount of money to spend. No, it's a terrible idea. No, if I think of my viewers as clients, customers, right? Not everybody can spend. There's about 10% who can spend, 10% who cannot spend. The ones who cannot spend, they need people to be able to show them how to do things free to play. So I stick to that rule. And plus, that's a part of why I am here in the first place as an official content creator, to do this free to play for you guys. Jose, dude, you level 4 Transcendent mods, that's your 20 million gone, man.
You see that? Void energy detected.
Oh, I'm loading.
Now, come on, profiler. He might be new. Maybe he doesn't know. But yeah, lots of upgrades are like super expensive, so it can go away real fast, my bro. Once you get into the game, yeah, your gold just goes like that. Plus, yeah, if you test a lot of things, your gold goes away real fast. Even if you don't waste gold, it just goes by so fast. I got things to build, and by the time I build them, and the catalyst and all that, my gold's just gone, you know? Yeah. I mean, it's up to you how much you choose to spend on the game or how many hours you choose to spend, but no. I do have a lot of stuff maxed out, but there's also a lot of testing that goes into it. You got to take the time. Nah. There's also a huge learning process at the start, so I don't worry about rushing the content.
Like that. No wonder our people were caught unawares.
Watch carefully.
Yep. And also, you test them. You have to spend time on farming gold. Like, you can max out a lot of things, but there's also a lot of activities that you just end up wasting your time on, looking for perfect rolls, stuff like that. So yeah, as much as I would love to be further ahead, nah. And also, I do have to take breaks. I can't just play this all day. You know, I am an adult with responsibilities. I have to be out there doing my stuff. So, although this is my job and I'm dedicated to my job, 8 hours of gaming is enough for me. I can't do more than that. Because for me, video games have become work. Gotta film videos, edit videos, post, reply to comments. By the time you get done with all that, your whole day is gone and you haven't even really achieved anything. Plus, some of the time, I'm spending time on streams not actually playing the game, going through updates, learning stuff. It's hard. So believe me, if you want to do it free to play, this is why a lot of content creators buy, but I don't believe in that. I wanna struggle alongside my audience, because if I don't understand their struggle, then that is just not right. I believe firmly that I cannot make good content if I don't understand what everybody else is feeling and doing. But also take note that I take the harder road for a lot of stuff. I do not use exploits or anything like that. So be aware of that. That could also be one of the things, because I know that there are some areas that you can sort of cheat your way to a little extra XP and things like that. I do not use those. I legit do everything legit. Yeah, pretty much Hellmire. Like, that's why I don't mind it. It's okay for me. But yeah, 95% of the stuff I do, it's very legit, so I won't even use time-saving tricks and things like this, because some of those could be considered borderline exploit. And again, as somebody that is in charge of showing people the game and, you know, kind of have official creator as a title, I can't really do stuff like that. You never know, man. I've blown through about 40 mil in a day, but that was only because I had a lot to upgrade for a particular character and the testing was wild that day. But that's the max I've ever gone. Most days I don't spend that much. But sometimes I'll be like, oh, I need this, or oh, I need that, so.
SMO may be being held inside this facility.
And plus, I think Jose was exaggerating a little bit.
I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me.
Because if you ask me on a personal level, I do not spend that much.
The enemy forces. They may be waiting for reinforcements. Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer. It's highly likely that a bogus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified. It doesn't seem to be a commander level. Take them out anyway. Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
Oh.
Descendant, this is number
Season
17.
pass, level up.
SMO may
Cool.
be being held inside this facility.
Don't know what I did, but okay, cool.
I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me. There's movement in the pattern of the enemy forces. They may be waiting for
New subscriber
reinforcements.
detected.
Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer. likely that a bogus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified, but it doesn't seem to be a commander-level unit. Take them out anyway. Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
Yep.
Descendant, this is number 17. SMO may be being held inside this facility. I'm going in. I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me.
I never struggle with Kyber shards. Kyber shards, I could go out and get a mill right now, easy peasy. I'd never spend it.
They
But
may be waiting for reinforcements.
Phew. Everything
Survey
else?
of the
Nah, that's
facility
rough.
is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer. It's highly likely that a bogus commander will appear.
Nice job, Foxtrot.
Eliminate them immediately.
I might do that a little bit tomorrow.
Enemy
I'll think
target
about it.
identified, but it doesn't seem to be a commander-level unit. Take them out anyway. Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
I love that spawn. It's so
Descendant,
cool.
This is number 17. SMO may be being held inside this facility.
Makes me feel like a ninja.
I won't be long. Hold the attention of the Order's forces for me.
I know I should have brought the
Movement in the pattern
ring
of the
instead of
enemy forces.
this one, but I'm just so
They may be waiting
lazy.
for reinforcements.
I'm legit just too lazy to change.
Survey of the facility is almost complete. Hold on just a little longer. It's highly likely that a bogus commander will appear. If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified. It doesn't seem to be a commander-level unit. Take them out anyway. Inner facility survey complete.
Okay.
No signs of SMO or any conflict.
Anything decent
I'll need
here?
to search a different zone.
Who is that?
Yo. It's me.
It's a you. Hi.
It's a me.
How you doing, Nerdicus?
Doing good, Nerdicus, and you?
I'm doing alright. Talked my throat dry, so I'm looking forward to ending stream in like 20 minutes. Farming gold as per normal, because I'm broke.
Yes.
Nice job. Of course it's not impossible. Everyone... Ultimate parts drop like water. Eventually you realize that you just have too many. You don't even need them anymore. You'll ask them to go away. But they won't. They'll stay with you. They'll stay with you. Forever alone. Okay, so... Who wants to see my glass cannon Lepic build? Yeah, Prodigy. Don't worry, if you missed the patch notes discussion, I'll video tomorrow. Is there still time in the preseason? 1 week left. I'm gonna finish up my challenges this weekend. Maybe get cast help with some on Sunday, and then I'll get my last pieces, and that's it. See you later, CG, and thanks again for that lovely tip. CG was very nice today. And we got 2 new Plus Ultra members for the channel as well.
Nice.
Yes, our power grows.
Oh, gross.
Yes.
My god. I put my yam seeds away, you know, I don't know where.
Lol, give me a second. The hell is this?
Where did I put my yams?
Okay, good. Do that. Now, let me terminate the view for a second. Whee! Okay.
Ah, haha, found them.
Pain. The P-E-I-N, pain.
tell you what the pain is. The pain is doing a quest for... What's his name? Gaston. Man, I want to spark Gaston out so bad. If I spark him out, I mean I want to him. I want to punch him.
I see.
It's an a-hole.
Let's see.
These things even take.
Now, I'm gonna upgrade that real quick, and it's gonna cost me a bomb.
Oh, 15 minutes, that's okay.
Time for this to cost me a fortune.
Indeed. Okay, Rapunzel's tower.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right?
It applies before. The enhancement applies before the gun barrel or the priority. This is the way. The way this is. Now then. Pro set. Where's Lapu Lapu? Apply pro set. Alright, who wants to watch One Pump Man in action?
One Pump Man.
Yeah, he's One Pump Man. I'm just gonna go mess around a little bit.
Let's
go, One Pump Man. One Pump.
Do you know what? I'm actually so happy. I literally just forgot that it's Tuesday and thought it was Wednesday.
Yep.
Which means tomorrow's Friday. We made it, fam. It's almost the end of the week.
Basically, she had a tough week.
Yes.
That is why she's weak. When she is weak, you must beat her.
Indeed. Sure, it is the only time you will get me down.
George, I'm doing alright. Other George.
Hi, George. Oh. Hi, George, anyway.
I knew I had to say that because I knew you would not.
Yeah.
You'd think it was our George.
Our George. Yeah, and I would have sang George's song, and I can't be singing that to any other George, you know? Sorry, George. I only sing for my George.
No, she said it was Thursday. She never mentioned
No,
Tuesday, Prodigy.
yeah.
I think you're hearing be going, man.
I thought that it was Wednesday today. And then I just remembered it was Thursday, meaning tomorrow's Friday, which means the week is almost over.
Yes. Yes. It's okay. It's okay to be losing your hearing, my guy.
It's all good. It's all good, sure. Shit. Listen. Somebody wants to come help and do this quest for me for Gaston. I would greatly appreciate it.
Lol, she's playing Disney Dreamlight Valley of all things. Hi. Hi.
Gaston is a prick.
I am analyzing the void paradox.
You know I give out about this game every single time, but you're the one who said, "Oh, come and sit with me on stream when you do it. It's all good."
Okay, I will lower your volume to 0.
Go for it, because I'll still give out and moan about it, whether someone can hear me or not.
Okay, I'll lower your volume to the lowest possible while I can still hear you.
Go for it. Go for it.
That's what you get for moaning about everything.
I don't get anything because it doesn't bother me none, sweetheart.
Suffer.
I already suffer playing this game, but I need to catch up. I've gotten way too behind.
No, she said Thursday, not Tuesday. And this character is Lepic. What character do you think this is? This is Lepic. Also, I busted his nut too early. Oh well.
Lol. Oh, give me that thing. I'm up to steal. I'm stealing your pain.
No, I couldn't one punch this guy. Oh well. Have to die now. It's my bad for missing those initial shots. Yeah, Alex, I don't watch anything from IGN. Thanks. They can do whatever they want, but I don't watch those. I think they're a waste of time. Please do not talk about that on my channel, okay? Thank you.
Arigato.
Oh, this glass cannon build will drop. You can build it on the same bossing build. It's just that it's not good for team play. Because you will die, and if you ever need to reset, you can just reset your stuff like this. The only reason I even bother with this is that, you know, everybody was all like, oh, you didn't build glass cannon. I was like, you literally can on the same build. Like, bro, don't be that way, you know? Because only the Backstreet Boys can want it that way.
LOL.
But yeah, you can just basically roll hard mode pyro like this. Not too difficult. No, I'm sorry, Eduardo. I do not watch anything from IGN or game journalists. I will do my own video on it. But as for the gameplay thing, you know, I already know about the gameplay. So thank you, but yeah, I will not be talking about that or discussing it. I have no love for that company, and I do not trust them with anything. Yeah, I know, but the Season 1 gameplay, we already know about it, because we already saw snippets of it from the trailer one, so... and again, I would probably experience it myself when it drops, so yeah. I will refrain from discussing that. Because like I said, I don't care what access they've got, I don't care whether they get to see it early. I have no interest in it. Zero.
The space-time fabric of the void is...
You can use this boss build and I'll drop it, but quite frankly, this only has 3,000 health, so if you fail, you're dead. Just remember that. This is the glass cannon build that a lot of people talk about, but do you know why people can't use this? Because most people cannot manage having 3,000 health. And you take this into a team fight, you're gonna get wiped. The only time people use this is Frostwalker. So please be very, very careful. Like, this is why I released my version of the bossing build. It can still do enough damage, but it might take you a few phases. However, everybody's all like, oh, I want to roll the boss in one phase. Fine. Can you survive? You better be able to do it. Because if you can't, you're dead. Dalby has a bossing build, yes. Most people just use her guns. But she functions similarly to Glay. Okay, this time I'm not going to screw up. And unfortunately, if you don't get lucky with crits, yeah, he might not even die in one phase. See that? If you don't get lucky enough with the crits, he still won't die. So, yeah, just be aware of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a glass cannon build. I will release it, but just be aware that while I have done pyro in 13 seconds, I've got screenshots to prove it. There are also times like this where he will not instantly die. So what do you normally do in situations like this is just let yourself die. He goes out of frenzy in about 8 minutes 50 seconds roughly. So you can just send your second pump in. Again, this is only viable for solo play where your death count is managed by you yourself. So you won't affect anybody else's gameplay. This is Lepic. This is not Blair. Blair does not do this. Or I should be more correct to say Blair cannot do this. There you go. So he becomes a 2-pump chump instead of a 1-pump chump. Ain't that right, Makazi?
Can you 1-pump chump your way over here to Gaston and break his nose for me?
Gaston is not a hard mode intercept boss, so I don't think I can.
He might be, you know.
I'll search my void intercept for Gaston, no worries.
Thanks.
A one-shot build? No. That is impossible.
If you come Ellie along the way, trip him up, yeah?
I believe the
Right,
Pyro has like something like 30 mil. I'll check how much hit points he has for you guys right now. But he has quite a bit, so you need to be able to deal that amount of damage in one hit. I don't think it's very possible, but there might be some ways to do it. Can you do that without an energy activator? No. This is a maxed out build. This is why I literally told people who on my previous build, like, bros, you guys are moaning about me not showing a maxed out build. Like, if I show this to my audience, that's the first question. Can you do it without an energy activator? No. You need at least 10 catalysts and your energy activator. Oh, sorry, not 10 catalysts. At least 7. And your energy activator, so yeah, no. This is min-maxed.
Let's go wild.
Nah, I don't want to play Valby right now. And I refuse to show a clear on Valby. She's not ready yet. And again, like I said, you gotta be very lucky with your crits. If your crits don't hit hard enough, or you don't crit enough when doing this, he's not gonna die in one shot. So see, I didn't get enough crits, he survived. Unfortunately, crit rate tends to matter a lot for this one. Can't be helped. I mean, we'll be able to see the Pyro's health soon, because my Secret Garden will just take him out. Let's see. His health should be... Because I didn't overkill him by much. $22.3 million, so you need to do about 22 million in a single shot. If you can hit 22 million in a single shot, you can one-shot him. There we go. Yeah, I need more max MP, and I need gold attack versus Colossus, as well as either crit hit rate or fire boost. But if I had those, this would be an easy, guaranteed one-shot for Pyro. Farming the reactor is a pain. Almost as bad as my girl's Gaston quest, so that is a thing. Now. Give me a sec, I'm gonna test something else on Galay. On Gungrave Gore. There's Gregor. No. Because the biggest problem, to be perfectly honest, is always finding the right reactor. And the gold reactors, my word, they are a whole nother level of pain. P-E-I-N, I tell you. P-E-I-N. Might actually keep one of these just for leveling guns fast. When I really don't need the gold, I'm gonna take that. The rest I don't need to worry too much about. Junked! I basically went with Ultimate Bunny first because she's such a great farmer. Then I went for Ultimate Lepic and all the rest. Bunny made everything a lot better. Not even gonna lie. Thanks to Carbuncle, the warrior rabbit, life was not that bad. What happens when you catalyze the sub-attack module? You get 5 more mod capacity, assuming that your sub-attack module is all the way up. Plate mechanics, lol. Alright, let's go test out Gungrave Gore. Let me see. Ah, that's right. I want to try this piece of horrifying badassery. No, this will either be good or really bad. Oh, that's right. I opened the screen too early. Do I have enough gold? No, I do not have enough gold. Damn it. Okay, I've got to have some marks of arrest, right? Just a smidge. Time to dip into the arrest fund. It affects your gain by how much is stated right there. So 0.18 means 18%. Y'all know how to do the conversions, right?
Modules will make you stronger.
If you don't know how to do the mathematical conversions, it's okay. But yeah, y'all should know the math conversions. Anyone who doesn't, well, you know what's going to happen. Hand and learn. I wish you luck. Now I'm going to try something. Good old Gungrave Gore. Time to go bork to the future.
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
Space-time fabric of the void, extremely illogical, yada yada yada, I get you. I hear you. I hear you, human. I hear you. Yes, allow me to amuse you.
I was amused till I realised I had to pick 40 apples.
Lol. Okay, fam, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go in and die instantaneously. As a real man should. And that's how I do it, Alpha Dad. Well, usually. Depends on whether or not I need to stealth. If I don't need to stealth, then that's what I do. If I do need to stealth, that usually presents problems.
Like underlying 3%. Thanks, bro.
Nerf! Darn this guy. He dares. This guy. Look at this maniac with the pyros. Costing me health.
No.
Taste the pain.
The random line. I'm not lying, my valley's in bits. It's been that long since I've done anything to it. Night horns growing everywhere.
I see.
Yee.
Zedar, I'll answer your question before I go. Is it better to grind Descendants in normal or hard? Hard mode is way better. It's definitely much better. The rates, like, I'm just going to show you a quick example. Let me put up Ultimate Lepic code. All right, in normal mode, his drop is 3%. Here, you can get a 10% in hard mode or 10% here. So it's way, way better to grind it in hard mode. Oh, by the way, I can't wait for the reactor changes, Kaz. It's going to be so good. Because if you just want to help...
I think that's also kind of why I'm a bit... Not that I'm put off playing it, but it's like... I want to now grind my characters to 40, but also leave them there, because now if I put a catalyst into them, it's such a waste. Till that new change comes in.
Well, true. But the other one is that the void reactors, you know, remember how we had to go and do a lot of the Hagios Dune base? Now no more. All we have to do is just one void reactor and you can immediately, one void fragment, you can immediately go use the reactor. So let's say we gather 10 amorphous, we just have to run whichever fragment 10 times. We, like, no more of those like long runs. We just run it 10 times, then go open up 10 times, easy peasy. So they've shortened that grind by quite a bit, yeah. So now the main thing is just getting the amorphous, which can take a while, but I mean, that's part of farming, so it's all right.
See,
So
the thing about that is, right, I do appreciate that, but I'm also wondering if they're pandering to us a little too much. Because if they keep giving everything to us so that it's easy to grind, once you have everything, then what do you do?
I think that they're not pandering too much for that one because the void fragments were literally a pain. I mean, how many times have you and I had to go Hagia's Dune base and I feel so bad because I'm like, oh, we gotta do 20 runs. It's so boring. Like that part, like they can cut out the boring bits, is okay. It still takes time to get the amorphous drops. So, and it's still, that one's still RNG, and your drop is still RNG. So they've just shortened like one of the parts that is, I think, a waste of time, because we shouldn't be grinding a fragment like 40 times or 30 times to open up like 10 amorphous. That makes no sense, you know? It's literally tripling a time waster, in my opinion.
I know. I do get what you're saying, but I'm just worried that they are going to pander to everybody a little too much. And while I get that it makes the grind easier, but then if the grind gets too easy, then you're left with like nothing to do until like the next content update.
I think they won't. I think it's not too easy because there's still plenty to do. Rather, people are burning out way faster than the grind is finishing. So yeah, I think it's okay for now.
Yeah.
If they start changing too much, then maybe, but I don't think it'll happen. Like so far, they're just cutting out time wasters.
Is they're gonna have to find my point is they're gonna have to find a happy medium.
Yeah, I think so far they're working toward that medium because right now, a bit too grindy on some stuff, for sure. Mustafa, what do I recommend? Should you use your catalyst on regular bunny or get the ultimate bunny first? Get the ultimate bunny first.
Ultimate bunny.
Ultimate bunny.
Don't waste it on your regular bunny.
And yes, Axome, I will have a YouTube video on the patch discussion tomorrow, so don't worry if you missed out the patch discussion at the start of the stream. I'll have a video tomorrow, chop stamp guaranteed. Right after my morning stream, I'll go film that. It'll be ready for you guys. All right. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us today. I'm gonna go off camera, let my throat rest a bit. Okay. Thank you all very much. You guys have been a wonderful audience. I appreciate your presence. And I will see you nerdicuses in the morning. Don't do anything weird while I'm gone, alright? For now...